So, our unafraid companions are currently on a quest to save the realm from what?
I don't know. That
Would you prefer very afraid companions?
Yes.
All right.
It's way more real and honest than unafraid companion.
The fearful folks
That's our
frequently
name.
fly
We found our group
for
name.
The what?
The
Fearful
fearful
folks.
folks.
The fearful folks! I love that.
But regardless, you are on a conquest to save the material plane from an onslaught of demons and devils spewing out from the Nine Hells. You've been chosen by the goddess Eldath to do such a task. You are currently searching out pieces of a tool you've come to find out is a sword of some type that is supposed to help you in permanently sealing up the portal. You currently have found yourselves in the snowy north, a frozen tundra of ice and snow. You have battled Goliaths and frozen lakes equally. There was also a giant hellhound at some point. But currently you find yourselves outside, looking up at these gargantuan doors of a large ice castle. The wind is blowing right now. You are all extremely cold. And even those of you that have
The Ring of
resistance, so if you have the Ring of Warmth and even Burks, you find a chill running up your spine.
Oh,
It
jeez.
is cold outside of this ice castle. You're looking up at it, and it's 150, 200 feet tall, this ice castle. No real
Calm
spires.
down, Elsa.
No real spires or anything, but it's almost like a tiered cake of just these boxes on top of each other.
Are we gonna find a legally distinct ice queen in this castle?
Elsa?
Legally distinct Elsa.
Do you
If
want
one
to
of-
build a snowman?
If one of you don't knocks on the door,
I will. I will do it.
but yes, these and the ice castle itself is in fact made of ice. The doors are made of ice, and they are so there's two double doors, each one about 7.5 feet wide, making a total of a 15-foot entrance. And height-wise, it goes up probably 20 feet. The door itself. It's an arched door, and the wind is blowing around you, blowing snow into your face. And Burks, you know that there is a storm approaching. You can see it on the horizon. It's coming. It'll be here in the next day or so.
Well, no reason to stick around then, right?
Let's get in and out. That storm coming, we probably should get inside.
Yeah.
Let's.
If even possible, we should get inside and leave and go back before the storm even arrives.
This is an excellent plan.
Point of order.
I don't.
Do
think
the
that
rest
would
of us
happen.
that don't have the resistance to cold wake up with exhaustion?
Say again?
Did any of us who didn't have the resistance to the weather wake up with exhaustion because of how cold it is?
Not currently, but you do feel very... You know how it is when you go camping and it's cold and you wake up stiff and whatnot? You do have that, and you are finding it hard to shake that stiffness out of your joints.
Like a humid cold where it leeches through your clothes. And...
Exactly.
I think some of my scales are starting to freeze off. Not a comfortable feeling.
Do some jumping jacks, it helps.
He's gonna start doing it, and I think you're just gonna hear ice breaking off of the scales of
Stop.
Mizuntor.
You see, you feel a bit more
Just
loose, huh?
stop.
Feel a
Just
bit more
stop.
loose? Feels a bit more loose,
No,
right?
I
It's
don't
a bit
know
better.
that. I don't know if that helped. That might have made
Run
it
in
worse.
place for a bit.
Ugh.
Generate some heat. Come on.
Oh, that was not a good idea.
So, about how far off from this ice castle are we, Jeremy?
You are practically, I mean, looking right up at it.
Okay.
You're essentially just right outside the doors.
We're right outside the front doors.
Checking for traps at
Immediately.
the start of the looking at the door. I want to make sure there's nothing that could potentially kill us.
Okay,
It's all
off
you,
the bat.
Zentor.
roll investigation. First roll of the day.
Oh no.
That shouldn't be that
That's
bad
a
actually.
six.
This is gonna go great.
It'll
No,
do about
no. My investigation
about
is
3/10
one of my
pretty good.
areas of expertise, so I
Oh,
I have
okay.
a pretty good investigation.
So that's at bare minimum a 12 plus whatever your intelligence modifier is. So we should be okay.
Sorry, I forgot to pull my app out, so it's updating
How?
really
You're good.
quickly.
Dare you.
I am so freaking nervous and anxious right now. I'm just like, I want to close my eyes and just like
I mean,
go
I am
back
too.
home.
My leg is shaking. I'm like bouncing.
Yeah, I gotta get my. Not me being only preparing for combat now.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I apologize, but my ADHD is just ridiculous right now. So you guys are gonna see me bouncing off of walls pretty soon here. Okay, investigation is 13 total.
13. So you begin looking around the doors and such, and I mean, they really are just ice. You're not seeing anything that would lead you to assume that it's trapped. You also don't notice any tracks or anything coming out of.
Okay. Could I also just kind of check to see if I notice any type of like arcane runings at all
That'd be
with
an
that check?
Arcana
Or is that
check.
an
Yeah.
arcana check?
Yeah, roll an Arcana check.
'Cause I want to just, I'm curious if there's magical elements to the walls.
I'm also gonna check if the door's locked.
So
Okay.
the arcana's only a 10.
You don't notice anything. You're not also like super trained in the ways of Arcana. So I mean, what could just be, you know, scratches from the wind and natural elements, maybe could, but you just don't know.
Okay.
And you wanted to check to see if it was open.
Yeah, if the door's open or locked.
Just push the door.
I'm just
open.
just giving it a little.
Yeah, there's no locking mechanism that you can see. And when you push on it, it's very heavy, but it does budge just a little bit.
It
It's
swings.
extremely heavy. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Alright,
not
I'll push
noticing
it.
any type of traps on the outside. I would also, though, exercise caution as we get inside. And also remember, basement is always where everything is at. We're going to the basement first.
Right. And if I remember right, there was a story about the last time you did that, and that went great.
Yes.
Yes, you
It
saw the
went
play
great.
in town?
Because now,
Right? Yes,
when we
I actually
see...
heard rumors. I didn't. Someone told me. I didn't.
I
Yes.
know
When
nothing.
we see the golden dragon in the basement, we can just attack it immediately because it will transform into a demon. So we don't have to worry about the
Right.
golden dragon in the basement this time. I'm telling you right
He's
now,
like, guys, I've got this
the
figured out.
basement is always the key to go. You always go down
Trey
first.
fella's just nodding, like, yes, yes.
It worked for us. We got out of it, and we made a killing off of that tower.
That
That's
makes
where I
me
got
think
this
we should
bag,
go
and he
to the
holds
top
up the
floor.
bag of holding.
Keep this in mind though. When I went and found that piece of the sword with all the dead things in the desert, it was on the top floor.
Well, I don't know what to say about that, but I'm telling you right now, basement is always where it's at. Every time. Basement first. Always.
All right.
I'll
Well,
be right back.
Anyway, there's a storm approaching. We should just go.
once
You got 24 hours probably.
Yeah, 4 hours. Yeah, you know.
Well,
I want to metagame it and go to the top, but I'm not going
All right,
to.
now that Jeremy's not
Ms.
here
Zentor
quickly,
is
how can we make his
going
life
for the
terrible?
basement.
Someone how to create water.
he's gonna hear this.
see, I was gonna see if anyone had. I was like, oh, if it's locked, I say we'll just melt the hinges off the front door and kick the front door down.
I don't think I have any fire spells. Is the
I have
thing.
fireball. We can just do the
Do-
whole
do you
I have
have
castle.
fireball.
Do you have fire flame bolt?
We're saved.
cantrip?
I have a long sword of fire that I haven't used yet.
That's not bad either. You can just
that I
melt,
plan to use. This
slash
time.
the
You
hinges
better.
out.
I gave you that, and I want it back if you're not going to ever
I'm
touch
gonna
it.
use it.
I have sacred flame, but it's not actual flame. It's like holy flame.
It's
So
radiant
it's
flame.
like it's like just bright instead of hot. You
So
know?
it'll make sparkly ice instead of
yeah,
melty ice.
Yeah, it's bright, not hot.
I
actually
can
don't know what damage.
possibly use my
What are my
acid
cantrips?
to melt the ice.
I don't know what damage type the longsword would have.
It would be slashing.
Well, I mean, like,
Though if it's a fire longsword, it would be fire instead.
It would probably be
Clap the door
slashing
down.
plus a fire damage.
Probably. We'd
It's
have
probably
to
like a
Like- like-
D4 of
Like-
fire
Like-
damage, and then a D6
could.
of fire
All right,
damage.
Jeremy.
We're
Big
there.
mistake leaving.
But-
We have you all figured out.
Yeah.
All of you would have to make it.
We're gonna turn around and we're gonna leave
Not
the
if I'm
ice
behind
castle before walking into
And then-
it and make you improvise the rest of this
And
section.
then in doing that, we will have passed the trial, and then the sword will appear in front of us, and then no
And-
resistance.
It'll appear on a random.
we're gonna
hat
go
lying on
set
the
up an
ground.
ice cream shop
It's a
in the
5-foot
ice,
cube in front of
frozen north.
We are
wasteland.
turning the castle into an ice cream shop. That's the
Honestly,
worst place for an ice cream.
That sounds like a great idea because you could store the ice cream and never have to worry about
There's
it.
also an airship in the ice castle too, right?
You
and
are
level up.
giving me some ideas for the rest of this campaign. The Zintar's gonna write a letter to Kalia and be like, "Yo,
Look at
we
the-
cleared out a castle, perfect warehouse for the ice cream. Just come take a chance. When you
New
get a
base of
chance, come take a
operation,
look."
Snowy North.
Anyway,
He and I are gonna
Well-
basically play like a background mini game outside of this game with Kalia, just to make sure we get an ice cream empire running up.
Pretty much. I'm just gonna push the front door open if that's alright then.
Okay. Make me a strength check.
Oh,
Or I
by
guess,
the way,
we'll make it
Nazintor
athletics.
is totally hidden, like so that
can I help him out?
he can spring out and stab something if it comes out of the doorway.
That's gonna be a 13.
Can I help him out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 7, so.
That's a 16.
I'm stretching. I'm prepping.
Okay.
I forget that for some reason I have a high
Nazintor?
strength as a cleric.
Has sidled up to the side of the wall with a dagger out, and he's ready if something charges out of the door to just stab into it. It's like
Okay.
it comes out.
So Hargul comes up to the door and he starts pushing, and you see it budge just a little bit, but you can see he's struggling. Burks comes over and helps you push, and you're able to push the whole thing as it just as it swings open. You look inside, and it is very dark. There is the light bleeding in from daylight where you're at, but it's other than that, it's very hard to see.
You know what I
Okay.
really hate about Dragonborns?
They don't have dark
They
vision.
don't have dark vision.
I was wondering when that was
I
going to
do.
get cut up.
I don't.
I will pull out a
I
torch
too pull out a
and light a
torch.
torch and carry it in my left hand.
Okay.
I will follow behind you, shield in hand.
I will as well. I don't have a shield though.
I've been listening to a lot of Critical Role the last few weeks, and so the desire to just make a torch side lighting sound is way higher than I feel like it should be. Anyway,
I don't know.
look, I have a campfire.
Whoa.
So, I'm gonna start.
Maybe not.
It's there. It's very
I can hear.
faint.
I can hear a little bit of little fire
Gonna-
noises.
Start casing out the main chamber that we walk into and see what I notice. Like stairways, doorways, hallways. What are we looking at here? Is there a million things that sound like they're skittering up around us on the ceiling? Like,
Describe to us the atmosphere.
I also have alert, so if there is anything that is trying to ambush us, I already know about it and cannot be surprised.
I always need to refresh myself on alert. I need to like print out.
I'm not
You know-
sleeping. I am
Do you know-
conscious.
do you know the joke?
They cannot ambush me. That
you know
is
the
all.
joke how the moment the DM says there's a dark room, they say,
I have dark
vision.
I have dark vision.
There is now the joke of if anything is going to surprise me, I have alert, and no, there's nothing
Seriously.
you can do about it.
I
You're
have
older-
danger sense.
Alert is you're always on the lookout for danger. You gain the following benefits. You get a +5 to initiative. You can't be surprised while you are conscious, and other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being unseen by you.
Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Always just a good thing to know. Okay, so you guys step inside, and you immediately begin to. So you notice just the stillness of the air. It's very eerily quiet. The floors and the walls have a very sheen, glass-like texture to them, and.
Come on, Jake, come on!
Is this ice castle cracking already? Is this thing coming
Already
down on us?
crumbling.
And the Zintor's gonna just start looking around and
Mom,
like.
did you give your husband snacks? Come on now.
He snuck them. I don't know what to do.
Mammoth
about 'em.
bacon.
So you realize that
Are we echoing now?
Comically large rib from him eating the mammoth bacon.
You want some?
Honey, can you just...
No, thank you. I'm good for now. I'm trying to not die.
Yeah,
here.
if you were going for the element of surprise, it's gone now.
This is why I listen to you guys at night, because...
Because you want some actual intellectual conversation.
Oh my gosh. We
Okay.
are echoing and I'm scared.
I'm so scared right now, you guys. Like, you have no idea.
You realize that sheen that's over the floor and the walls is mirror-like. You look down and you kind of see yourselves into the floor, and you look, to the side, and you can see your silhouettes in the walls of the castle, as it just has this very, very thick sheet of ice over everything. Can I have everyone roll me a perception check?
Also, can we see, like, hundreds of ourselves if we stand and, like, stare at the walls? Like, it just kind of doesn't end type of a feel?
It's not necessarily a perfect mirror, but it does have a very mirror-like effect. Like, you can definitely see people from, like, like if there was an obstacle, you'd be able to see someone standing behind the obstacle within the reflection of the
I was
wall.
about to say, I was about to lean over to Nizintor and be like, I don't think you'll be able to hide around corners very well in here.
Have you met me?
I can see around the corner.
I will find a way to get high enough to hide from everything if I have to.
Just something else to be aware of, that's all.
I mean, to give the benefit of the doubt, if there's a lot of you and a lot of mirrors, it might be hard to tell which one's the actual Nizintor.
I will find a way to hide behind the
I rolled an
silhouette of
18.
Anyway, I rolled a 21.
11.
Dirty 20.
It's 16.
Okay, so everyone above a 15, you notice within the floor, it almost, in a way, looks like a starry night. There's something within the floor itself that is reflecting the light back at you in a way that, so there's just kind of stuff kind of gleaming in the
Kind of glitters.
Did I
Does it-
keep one of those? Did I keep one
Can
of
I
those?
can I make an investigation check to look a little closer? Does it look like it's like gems or something like that?
yeah, so the closest one to you is probably 20 feet ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
Nizintor, I don't think you got an 11. You said?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't notice this effect. You're too busy right now.
Trying to figure out
Anybody
how to
point
hide.
it out to me? Because I have an idea I want to try.
I'll point it out to you.
Nizintor, there's a thing underneath you.
I want to drink one of those bottles of alcohol. That Kalia left one with us.
Gosh, this is a bad idea.
Do I?
Because, like, you space out and you fly through the sky. This calls
Is this the
for
right-
flying through the sky.
Do I notice him
Look at
trying
this.
to do this?
100%. I want to do this.
Roll the well. Does anyone tell him about the?
I told him about it.
Okay, roll perception then.
Okay,
Why?
Because it sounds so cool.
You are gonna get us all killed.
that's a
I
20,
warned
23.
you this at
So
the
yeah, you
start of the
definitely notice
session.
then. You notice him rifling through his bag, and he pulls out that bottle.
I'm gonna put my hand on his arm and be like, I know it's a stressful situation, but now is probably a good time to be sober and aware of our surroundings.
I have an idea. This thing, basically, when you drink this, it feels like this room. I want to see what happens when you take it inside of this room. Because I feel like it's going to either magnify the effects or it's going to somehow show me the way we need to go forward to find a crazy item.
Or
Wait.
you'll be inebriated.
come here?
Fudge!
Who is there?
Perhaps it is more food, brother. Perhaps indeed, sister. And these voices are coming from all around you. It's echoing off the walls and the floor, and you have no idea which direction it's coming from. But there are two very distinct voices.
Does anyone else want to just leave?
I'm going to
could go.
grab that bottle of alcohol from your hands and I'm going to shove it in my bag so then you are nowhere near it.
Oh, hell no, you're not. I am keeping this bottle if it kills me.
I'm
You do
pulling
know
my
who you're
axe
talking
out.
to, right?
I am a-okay with it. I do understand that I am a rogue and
I
am very practiced at keeping
yell
things
out,
away from
we are
others.
here for trade? We have some food we can trade with you.
Trade?
Yes.
Oh, fudge.
I don't like this.
Perhaps it is a plaything, brother. Perhaps. What kind of food?
I pull out my many rations of mammoth meat and fish and everything.
Rations of mammoth meat?
I'm starting to hold.
I don't think I have. No, not mammoth meat.
I'm
What was
starting
it
to
that we
pull
got?
out
It was like
weapons.
fish, wasn't
I'm
it?
just like, mm-mm.
If I remember.
Something like that.
Because we gained like 20 days of rations from Kalia fishing.
I'm starting to pull out weapons, by the way. I'm like getting ready.
I pull out the fish and I say, this comes from the south. Hard to get in these
I
areas,
totally
yes?
forgot about that, but yeah, Kalia is very good at getting food, so she got
Finding
food
food
for the
and
party
whatnot.
for a while. Especially since she was on her favorite terrain, which was coast.
Treefell is like shield up, like ready for his son to go down, but he starts like putting some, like taking out some rations from his bag and putting it on the floor and kind of backing away.
I'm trying to circle up and I've got my axe out.
I'm actually gonna get the longsword of fire out. I'm getting ready for like something.
We do not like the smell. No, we don't.
I put it back.
So maybe not that. Wait, referring to the food or to the sword?
You don't know.
Are you talking about the food or the sword?
The food smells delicious. Perhaps it'll run from us, sister. Perhaps it will, brother.
Okay, yeah, I put
All
my
right,
sword
yeah,
back.
all right. Yeah, okay.
I put my sword back. I'm like, not yet.
I cast
I'm
bless.
gonna pull out
Screw this.
a cantrip spell scroll that I remember we talked about this and we said it was Firebolt.
Okay.
So I have one spell scroll cantrip Firebolt. I'm going to give it to Navara, and as quietly as possible, just whisper, this thing can do small amounts of fire damage. I feel like you're the most magic person in this room, and you should use it. And then I'm going to try to figure out where these voices are coming from and find a way to hide behind one of my teammates inside of their shadow as best I can.
Oh, if you were a light
So-
halfling dude. Anyway.
So now that your eyes have started to adjust to the room a little bit, this is quite a massive room. Probably, let me make sure that I have this right. So it's probably 150 by 150 feet. So it's just a very big box. About maybe 50, 60 feet in front of you, you see some kind of a figure that hasn't moved the whole time. The farther away it gets, it's harder to see, but you see two large structure type things. Over to your right, as you're standing in the doorway, there is just, ice caking the wall that kind of is up in the corner and just doesn't make the room a perfect square. Same thing over on the left, a much bigger chunk of ice has just covered up that whole corner. There are stalagmites kind of dotting the floor around you. George, you've got something.
How many food rations did I put down? Can I say, is like 10 enough to make an actual fire? If I were to light it on fire?
Sure.
Cool.
How are we gonna get back?
Also, are there stalactites as well, or is it just stalagmites?
The ceiling is way too high for you to tell.
So we can't see the ceiling.
No, it's very tall.
Does anyone have any type of ice climbing gear?
No.
I'm mainly looking at Hargul, but I was
I'm-
looking at you too. Now I'm not because I'm hoping Hargul has some.
Would I have ice climbing gear?
What kind of a pack do you have?
I have. I don't know what kind of pack I have. I think I have a. I think I just have an adventurers.
Nazentor,
I have an explorer's,
if you want to
but I
cause a
don't think-
fire by
Might be-
throwing your
Might
torch
be
at
a
the things.
a dungeoneer's pack. I think is what I've got, or something like that.
So yeah, so you'd probably have some kind of like
I have like a grappling hook and stuff.
yeah. So I would say that stuff would be considered in there as well, where you're very used to being in.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can climb up and like find a base to like shoot my crossbow down from on one of these pillars.
All right, we gotta look around for one, I guess.
Well, yeah, I want to climb up and see what I see up there.
Okay, well, I'll quickly pull out my, I assume my rope and my grappling hook's like tied to the side of my bag, because that's generally where it's at. So I'll just pull it off and hand it to him.
And I'm going to see if I can climb up and just find, like I said, I'm looking for a spot to just be able to fire arrows down if anything comes to attack my party.
It's 50 feet of hempen rope, and it's got a grappling hook tied to the end of it.
And I have another 50 feet of rope. I'll add to it if I need to.
So
Leave your torch on the pile of food, and you might need both hands for this. We'll use that as light.
Yeah, I'll give away my torch to someone else for now.
So, so where are you headed? Are you headed like over to?
I'm one of the thick pillars of ice that you were talking about. I want to see if I can try to find like a ledge or something where I can like even just like stay in it and be pretty secure without falling, so I can just have an angle down, like an advantage, or shoot down into people if they come to attack the party.
So as you start walking, you hear a very low but loud type of roar thing that kind of shakes the air around you. I don't have a sound effect for that, so use your imagination.
How's that?
That was beautiful, George. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And suddenly, in the room, in the center of the room, drops a single white dragon. I need everyone to roll initiative.
I cannot be surprised.
Correct.
I cannot be surprised. If this is a surprise round, I get a move too.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Okay, that's good.
I have little versions of your dice.
What was I adding? Initiative?
Yeah, so you add your initiative bonus at the top of your page.
There's 2 white dragons.
I'm at a dirty 20.
There's twins.
21.
We have one.
Where's the other one?
I would just like to say it's been an honor to adventure with all of you.
Okay, 25 to 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
21.
Okay, so Navarra first.
Dang.
Who has the higher dex?
I have a +1 dex. What do you have? You have a
I
12?
also have a +1.
Well,
I have a 13.
13
roll off,
versus
roll
12. Okay, so Hargul is next. And then Naya.
I got a 19, so I have a feeling I'm actually pretty dang close to them.
Okay. Burks?
I spaced out 13.
Okay. Well, Jake already kind of spoiled it, so I was going to keep these secret for now, but
I spoiled it?
you're like, they're twins.
No.
No, you
literally said
talking.
you said there's 2 voices. You said brother and sister, and then
Yeah.
one dragon dropped down. So now we assume if there's
Yeah,
siblings.
but then you said twins, so that was my...
Sorry.
That's okay. That's
How
okay.
dare you?
Ruining
So-
everything.
So, yes, I know Nazintor cannot be surprised, but that doesn't mean they can't.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm just saying I get to go with them during the surprise round.
Yes.
Did
So,
they get a surprise round on us?
On you guys, not on me.
We were on guard the whole time.
yeah, but you guys were also like just chit-chatting.
Yeah.
What-
They were chit-chatting. I wasn't saying anything. I was like,
I
give me the
wasn't
torch.
either.
I'm gonna light this thing on fire and like kill something.
Can I roll like a history check if I like know anything about them?
About dragons?
Like white dragons particularly.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Natural 20.
A natural 20. Well,
It turns out you wrote your thesis paper on this while you were in college.
you were just having a hard time remembering for a second, then it all came flooding back. Let me shoot Jake a text. Well, actually, Jake, what do you know about dragons?
Do I know about dragons?
Yeah, what do you know about white dragons?
White dragons specifically?
Yeah. Just tell her.
Okay.
Because she's the only one that can technically know.
You guys should probably not
Yeah.
do that
I'm gonna
near
pop
the
into the other
microphone.
rooms. I'll be real quick.
Yeah, you could just go
Quick
stand in that
pause.
hallway right
Since
there.
they're
You're
I
good.
think I know how
That,
white
I'm not
dragons
gonna
work,
use
but I
the
cannot
bathroom.
act in a way that assumes that I know how white dragons work because Treefell probably wouldn't know how white dragons work. Would Treefell know how white dragons work?
Would either of us, being
Probably not.
Dragonborns, have any idea of other dragons?
You would definitely have some kind of an idea
It's like, I'm
about
assuming
just
I'd at
dragons
least know they
in
like
general.
are more likely to do cold damage.
Yeah.
Like I would know what
You
the
would know
ancestry
that.
of each Dragonborn kind of like relates to with the normal dragons.
Yeah, you probably were in a chromatic dragonborn clan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you definitely know some of the stuff, at least from Dragonborns, about...
Like they,
So you would
they're
know-
resistant to cold damage.
Yeah, they'd be resistant
they
to
do
cold
a lot,
damage.
Like their weapon's gonna be a frost breath.
yeah.
Can I know
That kind of
the
thing.
kind of the same thing, even though
You would
I'm
have-
a gem dragon though, so that might be different.
The Gem Dragon would make
And you're
it
particularly
difficult.
racist against.
Yeah, because I'm
Chromatic
racist
dragons?
against you, so like I could definitely be racist against the white ones.
So,
We have made that canon. Like I'm sorry. at
Yeah,
this
no, I
point, we
agree.
Just,
It's
So-
it's
so
the
I
same
strive for
rock,
true
paper,
equality. I
scissors,
am racist
cannon.
against both black
so
and
I
white
guess,
dragons.
Naya, you probably would have just grown up with the teachings as a child of chromatic dragons are bad. Don't trust them. They're just terrible people. You know.
Oh, and
so you
especially how my dad is as a
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
So, but you would definitely know a lot about white dragons,
Yeah.
white
so
dragon borns,
generational racism.
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
So that's fair.
Um,
That's absolutely how.
Kind of the-
100%. Well,
kind of
and
the main
that's one
thing
of the
of
reasons why I have
white
family
dragons
trauma,
is they're
because my
very
mom was
primal,
amazing. My
right?
mom
They're a
felt
lot more
racist.
bestial than
Guys,
the other types of dragons.
My dad, who was more
You know,
racist.
and so they're a lot more.
Talking about your race.
Just chaotic.
Instinctual.
Yeah, we're just talking about my
As well.
racism. That's all.
What?
Like they go more off instinct than like intelligence.
Yeah,
Like,
they're the least
they're less
intelligent.
likely to like
They're most
plan a strategic like.
They're not. It's not that they're
Attack?
dumb. It's just they're more primal. They
Yeah.
act more on their primal urges.
But they are kind of dumber. They have the lowest intelligence of
Any dragon.
all the dragons.
The
And
white
like I said,
ones?
they're very bestial, right? They really just love the hunt and the thrill of it, and you know, are really out for mono for themselves type of deal. So
Fair enough.
Well,
Right back.
So are we assuming that I know that they're
Bad.
no?
you would know just very little about
Okay.
them. You would probably have an idea of like cold breath, and that's about
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty much what I'm asking. So.
Yeah. You would know about like the cold breath, like I said.
Do
I would assume Treefell just knows that it's probably cold stuff, and cold stuff is bad. That's probably the extent of it.
With it, am I just as surprised or like?
I would still say you're surprised. You weren't expecting it to drop from the ceiling
Okay.
like it did.
Okay.
I had
So
a feeling it was gonna drop from the ceiling.
yeah.
It'd be like that. When it'd be in it do.
So I'll wait for Taylor to come back in just a second.
As we sit here in silence with intense music going.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, he's the only one they don't get a surprise attack
Yeah,
on. So
exactly.
I mean, if you wanted.
So, oh, that's true. Okay. So,
Is this what anxiety feels like when you sit here in silence with intense music going on? That's does.
actually, kind of, yeah.
That actually is exactly how it
And then
feels. Hey guys.
Make the music
I
like
think so.
10,000 times
Anx-
louder.
Anxiety
That's
is definitely like in Skyrim when the battle music starts and you're looking around
And
you
there's no
can't
one
find.
there.
It's generally like a mud crab, so it's nothing to worry about. But you can't fast travel. You don't know what's going on, and you can't find where it is, and it's angry at
And you can't turn off the fight music.
And you can't turn off the fight music.
Okay. So, this dragon that's in front of you. See, I would draw it out, but my map is so small. It's such a big room. So are you guys okay doing Theater of the Mind?
I'm
fine.
okay. with that.
I have the map drawn out on my tablet. And
As
so
long-
like I can keep track of stuff here.
As long as you kind of know where we're at ish.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm okay with it.
So there's a couple. We could draw a rough map and then just assume that it's not to scale.
Hey George.
Yes.
No, behind you. The,
Grabs his pencil.
hand me the remote on the right and the white one.
Oh shoot, that's actually genius.
I might actually be able to do this. Hold on.
Oh,
That would help.
If
that
I could
would
just
help a
cast
lot.
it
How do I
there.
just?
You might have to move.
Well,
for a
you know what?
second,
While
George,
you're
I'm
doing
not gonna
that-
lie.
Hey guys,
my turn.
So I assume this
this
thing.
is not a comfortable position.
So this is. You said the dragon dropped down like in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
So it's about how far away from that are we? So it's in the middle. So it's probably about 70 feet from the front door.
Yeah.
So we're
I would have
probably
been
about
walking
60
to
feet
one
away.
of the edges. I don't know how far I got before I would have
Oh, here's something. What if you put it over there?
watched it drop.
Yeah. Let me move my. I gotta move my Chromecast to get over there.
Also, yeah, TPK, ready for it.
I'm so ready. We're gonna die.
It's not gonna happen, you guys. We're gonna be fine.
Well, at least I don't have to deal with my dad because he was definitely eaten. So that's nice.
Was he though?
You know what the meaning of fine is, though, right?
Yes. He tells me every day.
Freaked out, insecure,
Neurotic
neurotic,
and
and emotional. Yeah.
I'm glad that you understand that reference, because that is one of the best movies of all time.
What movie is that?
Italian Job.
Never seen
Oh.
Never seen it either.
Okay. That is a quote from Italian Job, and it is literally one of the best movies ever.
I wonder how loud I am in the recording now that I'm standing next to the mic. Hello, everyone.
Actually, still not that
Not
loud.
bad.
Oh, good.
Jeremy does a good job of.
You got the audio level.
I mean, Jeremy does have a background in stage crew, so like he knows how to balance things pretty well.
Yeah.
'Cause
Jeremy and
I feel like I'm yelling
done
half
a
the
lot
time
of
I'm
it.
talking, and I never feel like I'm actually yelling
Do you have like a compressor on
to
us?
you guys, which is
I
good because
compress
your
it
ears
after
would
the
not
fact.
take it.
Oh,
I
see.
wish I thought that this had one, but
All right,
Like live
so we've
compression?
decided
You
that
just take
we
the
are
whole
going
thing
to
and just
sacrifice
apply
Naya,
compressor.
and everyone else is going
Yeah.
to
Then
run
we'll
away.
just
Excuse
basically
me?
equalize everything,
You're
so it
welcome.
makes it nice.
No.
I know there is a way to do live compression.
didn't talk
but,
about this.
I've never learned it.
By
Oh.
the way.
Yeah, I don't know if you need like an actual.
Okay, no,
I-
this makes sense. If I'm racist towards him, he has
I know
all liberty
OBS
to-
allows live compressing.
I have
say
all
these things.
liberty to
Well,
just
I'm pretty
screw
sure.
with her.
It's like you can
and
actually
this is
compress it,
fun.
so it's like
I
if the
love
noise
our
becomes too loud.
relationship because it is so much fun.
It is great.
May or may not be coming in.
I did
Oh,
say
did
that
it
I
not
am
work?
ready to be TPK'd.
No, I think he's moving. Are you moving it to
He's
that one?
moving it
There
so
we
it's
go.
easier for us to
Oh, okay.
So cool. So cool.
Oh, I'll
So
think about
cool.
it in a minute,
Anyway,
So
while we're waiting, my
cool.
obligatory ASMR.
So cool.
see. There is a small chance that this will also be on the YouTube video.
Those were two
for
metals. Why don't I
anyone
do two
listening
plastic?
to this podcast to see.
okay. I could probably look. Well, I'm not recording.
Small
Exactly.
chance.
These guys kind of sound
Small
nice.
chance.
Hold on.
There's a much better chance that we're all about to die today.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Hi, me making stupid sounds at the mic is how I'm coping right now.
That's fair. I'm coping by smiling, even though on the inside I'm screaming.
You know, my next character will probably be a
That's
celestial
me on a
warlock
daily
because then I
basis.
can still be the healer, but then have a lot more damage ability.
My next
Yeah,
I have
character
all the new
charisma.
scratches
is
I
going
got
to
from
be
work. It's
a
great.
dragon killer.
Jeremy, if you kill
His entire kit
Jeremy, if
will
you
be
kill me,
based
you're
off
gonna get a
killing
celestial
dragons and
warlock with
dragons
actual
only.
charisma, and then it's gonna destroy your
Ooh.
campaign. Kill Treefell. Please don't actually. I mean, if it happens, it happens.
He
He's completed
even
his
calls
character
himself
arc.
Treefell.
Yeah.
I think I am fully okay with still calling myself
Hey, guess
calling
hey,
him Treefell.
Hey, it's a hard change for me too. It's okay. That's
Just
why
saying.
that's why I don't make a big deal out of it. Because I do the
If
same.
things go poorly, I already have a plan how to make a new character work in perfectly with the story. I have to run it by Jeremy again, but
Is it when you add a 2 next to your name and go, I've come to avenge my father?
The second.
No, because that would be my kid.
Straight up, I might just
That's true.
play
That's
Nazintor's
true.
love interest as my next character.
I've come to avenge my uncle.
What?
If I die, I might just play Nazintor's love interest as my next character.
Wow.
Because then I could just keep all of that background basically the same. And I wouldn't have to deal with, like,
Making a new one.
rechanging all
I
my
know!
background story.
Great minds think alike here.
Did I miss something?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Finn.
Good stuff.
We're in the middle of recording, and I don't want to metagame right now, so.
That's fair.
No.
I'm all for
It
metagaming
It does remind me
right
of
now.
the remind-
Nazintor's gonna die, and it's gonna be great,
It's
guys.
gonna be so nice. I'm ready for a new part. Aldeth has to make a new team. We're all gonna get back to the keep. We're gonna be like, where was the previous guys? And we'll be like, don't worry about it.
As
Don't worry about it.
dumb as this sounds, I'm honestly surprised that this is happening right away. Because I fully expected to have to either trek to like 4 floors of a basement maze or 4 floors of an upstairs maze to get to the boss room.
Do you think that this is gonna be it?
Oh no, there's definitely no way this is it.
I mean, it could also
But
be
this
that
is like
Jeremy
the
has
first
learned
boss
that
fight. And I'm just like, he just got this out of the way way quicker than I was expecting.
it could be that Jeremy has learned that if there's 2
You can
directions, we're
probably
gonna spend
smell.
30 minutes trying to discuss which way to go. So he's just cutting to the chase.
I will admit, that totally sounds like part of what happened. Because we just, like, I had just started talking about I'm going to start climbing and looking around stuff. And he's like, and here we go.
I tried
Boss
to
battle.
listen. I tried to trade dragons, but now you're gonna die because you didn't accept my offering. That's so rude.
No, I have a plan. I want to do something that I think is going to be really cool, and probably won't work.
Okay, that's how D&D works, baby. Let's see.
I'm
Be
ready
really
for
cool,
it,
and it's not gonna work.
and it's going to be fun.
That's fun.
And if it
One side is
works,
classes and the other side is a D20.
I might get a new nickname.
Nice.
Sorry, it's having trouble casting, so we're gonna see. If
It
this
looks
works.
like it still needs to be connected to the Wi-Fi, or maybe it is connected to the
No,
Wi-Fi.
black.
Yeah, for black hole it is.
Why is it stuck there?
Because I had to see what internet it was on.
Oh, that's weird.
You could probably pause recording right now if you needed to.
I can cut it out later.
True.
Look at all this B-roll.
All right, so on a serious
It's not
note,
B-roll.
Do you want to see it?
should we start a group chat in Discord that Jeremy can't see? That is us doing strategy
What is
meetings?
the name? What is the name of the channel?
Fearful.
The problem is he set up the Discord, so I think we'd have to create it
It's a separate
outside as a
Discord.
DM type of a thing.
Or just he makes the channel and then just Pinky promises never to look at it.
Because I do think it'd be kind of fun to have
Well,
a.
as the admin, I have
strategy
access
thing.
to everything that's on there, so I can mute it and just not look at it.
That's true.
Even if you did look at it, I don't think it matters because half the time that you make an idea, the dice tell you you can't do that idea anyway.
That's true.
So it's like, you might know what's coming and it still may not work.
Oh, there it goes. How nice.
Woo! Oh, they're big. Oh, that's not good.
I definitely,
No, that's not them.
Oh no.
I
That's the
definitely was
structure
at the
things.
bigger pillar thingy, if that's where we're at.
You
I
guys
was
are.
walking that way,
Are we on the right?
but I can't
You guys
tell.
would be. Yeah. So this is the entrance here.
So we probably wandered in about 15, 20 feet.
Yeah.
I
I had started walking to
Loading
one
error.
of those pillars, though. So I would probably be like 5
there
to
you go.
10 feet in front of you guys.
Hey guys, what if we just run past them?
Opportunity attacks?
Disengage.
Well, he can only get an opportunity attack on one of us.
You can run, and you don't
So
have
if
to
you
run
run a
within the
second, right?
range.
I mean, I can try to intimidate.
I'm telling you all right now. We'll just Maya's
It's
got
kinda hard
this.
to intimidate. a
She'll handle it and fight
not
it one on
impossible.
one,
but it's not.
and we'll all go and find all the cool
Well,
stuff. Come back
I've
with
got
the treasure and the
fire-
cool items
I
and
got
kill
the
it.
fire longsword.
That's true. But are they scared of fire?
Well, they said they didn't like the smell of it.
Yeah.
They're dragons.
I thought they were talking about the food.
Yeah.
No, it was the
No, he said
when
the
she
food
pulled
smelled
the
delicious.
longsword out.
Oh, I see.
He said the food smelled delicious, and then I put the longsword.
But he was
It
referring
did
to us.
us.
as-
We're the food.
Yeah, where's the food?
You are the food.
are the
Oh,
food,
no.
but there is like a pile of like 10
Hey,
rations
Maya,
on the floor.
look down.
Yeah.
Look at yourself.
Yeah.
That's food.
Dang it.
You a snack.
Oh. Thank you, Mom.
Snack of 3 C's.
Mom brought snacks for the dragons. How thoughtful
How
of her.
thoughtful.
Why do you think I'm in the back?
There is a reason I never trusted you in the first place.
Gosh.
Oh man.
Can I say I wasn't in the front?
I 100% would have been in the front because I had talked about going and climbing a pillar, so I 100% am farther than anyone else.
Yeah, I definitely was not.
I will be the human
Yes.
sacrifice.
Unless any of you are colorblind.
Sorry, the dragonborn sacrifice.
The
How do I always
appetizer?
end up in these situations? I'm like,
You put yourself in those situations.
I don't. I want to, but I need to be a better rogue than what I am to put myself in these situations.
You're playing a paladin next, right? Because you play like a paladin or a barbarian. You just
I
gotta
really
get out there.
do.
Well,
But-
and this is my first time as a barbarian, so sometimes I'm a little bit more timid than most barbarians are.
My thing about it is I wanted to play, like, I didn't want to play a normal rogue. Because it's just like you hide and you shoot from range. Like, I wanted to play something with a little more, like, melee focus. I just
You
forget
should
how
have been a
stupidly
swashbuckler.
terrible rogues are with melee distance because they just get one shot by everything.
Isn't the
why
subclass
you
the
can dash.
swashbuckler a bit easier for you to do melee? What is
Probably.
The thief isn't
I just-
bad either.
I'm telling you right now, I picked one feature from the thief and based the rest of my background in class off of that feature.
That's fair.
And that is the only reason I am playing what I'm playing right now.
That is fair. That is fair. Is Swashbuckler an expansion?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dang. Well, I
It's
can't say that.
I
It's
got
probably
it.
Xanathar's, isn't it?
I think so. I've got it right here.
On the bright side, though, we do have some nice snacks that we can
We do have
eat
some
while
nice
we're dying. Terrible frozen deaths.
Jeez, sorry. I scared myself, that's all.
Here's the problem, right? Is
That
that,
was
we've
just
already,
the sound
we've
of the
done so much
dragon
character development for
jumping down.
Treyfell. It's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if he dies right now. Is the problem?
No!
Oh, it's arcade tricks.
You already know the attachment issues that Naya has. You guys can't die.
There.
I'm starting to realize I do want to explore more of Nizintor's background, so I'm starting to grow more attached to him. But then at the same time, I'm also like, I have no problems making a new character if I do something stupid and get
It's on the
myself
page on the
killed.
right.
I'm still looking here.
Okay.
You have third level spells, correct?
Yeah, they do.
So we might have a Revivify
He does. He's prepared.
potentially. Did he prepare
Yeah.
it?
Turns out he doesn't need to prepare it. He just always
You
it's always
have it
right.
always?
Which one?
Cleric of Life.
Yep, as Cleric of Life, I have a lot of spells just automatically for done healing.
Alright.
Yeah, here's a Swashbuckler feat. At third level, you can attack someone and then have a free runaway.
Yeah, that sounds like what I really actually should have picked. But you know what? I didn't want to metagame, so here I am
Make a
as a
melee-
thief.
Yeah, if you make a melee attack, that creature cannot make opportunity attacks against you. So it's literally a, I'm gonna come up to you, slap you, and run away.
Jack Sparrow.
I mean,
You are
yeah.
definitely the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have
heard of me.
Okay, so where is everyone at?
Dying.
Nizintor would have been 5 to 10 feet ahead of everyone else, going to the biggest pillar that he could see, because he wanted to climb it.
Whoops.
Oh.
Hello? I want to move it. Can I move it? I just want to move him.
Not letting him move.
Why can't I move it?
What tool are you using? You might be on the wrong tool.
I mean, this
I
is
think
just
you're
this.
using a resize tool instead of a moving tool.
This should just have. I mean, I should just be able to move it.
Okay, now try moving it.
You could just eventually resize it to a new point.
Yeah, that's a
Wait, let go? Never mind, I have no idea what's
It
going
says touch the screen. I have moved stuff before. Alright, so first off, let's lock that. Oh, wait, no. Locking it,
on. Makes it completely
that flips it.
What's the paperclip do? Oh,
Copies it to your clipboard.
interesting. Why is that a paperclip?
There is a way to move stuff. I know that there is.
Also, if this is the
Oh.
first start of this
Okay.
session, where we're fighting a boss battle to start,
Okay.
can't wait for the rest of the session when we have to
boy.
get
No,
through
you
the
would have
ice
been-
castle.
You would have been over here. You were moving over that way. Over that
Okay.
direction.
Yeah, I
'Cause you
would
were
have
gonna-
been 5 to 10 feet away from them heading to a pillar of ice. I didn't know which pillars I was heading to. But yeah,
Okay,
that
it
makes
sounded
sense.
to me like you were heading this direction.
That would probably be correct. I forgot. I didn't realize those were the pillars. that
So
were
everyone
set
knows
up.
who they are, right? This is again based off your
In the
racial.
green.
Yeah, you're the
I'm like gray.
you're the
assuming.
you're the deep green.
I'm the.
Hargle's the lighter green.
Yep.
The tiefling is red, and then you're gray. So, that being
What's
said,
the blue?
What's the blue? Is that the
Is that the
dragon?
pile of rations?
That's the
No.
the figure that we've been looking at that hasn't been moving. The whole
yeah.
time.
So
The black up top?
No.
so
Next to me?
Burks,
blue.
can I have you roll me a
Oh.
perception check?
Of course. 15 plus 3, 18.
You recognize this figure.
Oh, that's your frozen father.
That can't
Let's see
actually
here.
be it. That can't actually be my father.
Wait,
So-
the black
I've
dot
learned
right
that
next
can't
to me?
actually-
That's
It
him.
is a
The
frozen
black dot is
statue
him.
of the great
Oh.
leader Igrad,
Oh.
frozen in time, mid-swing, giving a war cry. He is holding his frostbite axe.
I hate you.
So in between you and this dragon is your frozen father.
Of course it is.
What he's not
Oh,
telling
man.
you is your father is now a frozen zombie thrall of both of the ice dragons.
But in case you make sure you caught that, his frostbite axe, aka special weapon.
Frostbite
You know
axe.
his axe was
Yeah.
magical. Yeah, you know this.
Yeah.
Would his frostbite axe help that much against white dragons, though?
Yeah,
plus
Dad,
one.
Yeah, Dad, not a great decision.
Because
plus
if they're like
one.
immune to cold
Oh,
damage,
gosh.
it does nothing.
But you don't know if they are or not.
Well, they're
I'm a
probably not
black
immune.
Dragonborn.
They're
That
not
doesn't
immune,
mean
but they're
anything.
resistant.
You're a black dragonborn. You know about
Okay.
acid
He's
damage.
frozen in
Yeah, no,
time.
I 100%
like
grew
no
up
decay or anything.
with all other
It's
types
hard
of
to see
chromatic
from the back.
dragonborns. I would have some understanding of
oh no.
the differences between each of the dragon species. He told me this already as well.
Yeah. At least the chromatic dragon.
All I would
would
know
I
is
know
cold
if
is
they are
bad.
immune to cold damage or are they just resistant? That's the only thing I don't know if I would know or not.
You wouldn't know.
Okay,
Because this
alright,
is a
then
dragon.
I would not know. That's
This
fair.
this is a dragon. You're used to dragonborn. You know that dragonborns are resistant to their damage type.
But I don't know if
But you
dragons
don't
are
know.
immune or not.
Yeah.
I will say when my first round of combat comes up, I will say cold damage is probably not good against them. I don't know if they're immune or not, but I would know they are there's most likely a chance they're resistant to cold damage. So that I will tell everyone when my first move comes up.
And our tiefling can also could help
Oh,
with stuff because she
no.
rolled a nat 20 on her
Yeah.
history.
Oh no. Hey, try not to get frozen, everybody. I yell as Trifo panics slightly.
Well, no, you have to wait a while.
I know, but
You can yell at any point.
Just moving all my notes off screen. Don't mind me.
Oh, dang it! I didn't see that person.
I saw them, but I could not
That's
make
good.
out.
Okay, so, awesome. So we have now that we have spent a lot of time, so the dragon goes first, and it is going to leap over Burks' father, and, well, I guess, is everyone okay with this lineup?
Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
this
that
seem
seems about
realistic?
right.
All right, so he's gonna go for,
Yeah.
for George first.
Yeah.
Uh,
I deserved. This is exactly what happened with the Balgura. Deserved.
Oof,
Got my
that's a
dice.
natural one. And
Biffed it.
Don't say oof. That's a good thing.
That's a good
we
thing.
celebrate natural ones when you roll them.
go!
Especially when
And then
our
a
DM
14.
rolls them.
My armor class is 16. No.
okay. So both of those
Because I
miss.
made a point of saying I had my shield up this time.
Good job. And then Nizintor.
Okay. Cold damage, probably not a good idea. Also, I would probably tend to try to not clump together. I feel like I would know both of those things from my experience as a Dragonborn, especially with other chromatic, like white Dragonborns as well.
So, Jeremy, on the map,
Yeah.
where is the white dragon now?
It's this thing here.
That white circle.
So you
Yeah.
said it jumped over
Oh yeah,
Burks.
yeah. I forget I can move stuff. Wow, look at that.
So
Hey
it's
guys,
within
technology,
5
so cool.
feet
That's so cool.
of
It's
Burks.
so you can get sneak attack
You
on
could
it.
probably zoom in a bit if you want at some point.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something that I consider probably crazy. I still have his grappling hook,
He does.
and I have the chain that I cut off of Chain Guy.
Yeah.
I can climb. Let me just double check and make sure I know this feat's correct. Where is it? Where?
Oh right, I
This one?
forgot. No, other one.
As a thief, climbing no longer costs me extra movement, and when you make a running jump, the distance you cover increases by plus 3 feet. I want to run at this thing with both of the chains, jump onto it, and then try to hook both of the chains up onto the dragon, like I'm trying to ride it, and like control it
Wait, that's sick!
with the chains.
So you're trying to grapple it.
Yeah, basically trying to grapple this dragon
In a way that's harness
while
like.
riding on it, like trying to dragon ride this thing and keep it from being able to like
Now the rogue.
Affect
Rule of cool,
stuff.
Jeremy. Let it happen.
affect
Rule of cool.
my
Let it happen.
freaking friend. as much.
Rule of cool.
Let it happen, man.
Okay. So just so I understand, you want to run over to it, jump on top of it, and then try and get both the chain and the rope
Both the chains
around its neck.
Yeah,
to
kind
try
of
and-
like either around its neck or like in its mouth or something, but try to get it so I can
You want a princess
kind
Leia
of
this sucker.
wrestle with its head.
Princess
So if
Leia,
it's
this
trying to
sucker.
like
make like
Like jump
an
the head?
attack
Yeah.
towards a friend, theoretically I could try to like resist it and like drag it to a different spot. Obviously, I don't expect that actually would work or like things like that. But that's kind of the idea in my head of what I'm trying to do with it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So, let's see here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of it. So,
And I can climb up it because climbing does not cost me movement, technically.
and this is a large creature.
Yeah, I
So
assume
it's you know. Okay. Go ahead and roll a
Athletics.
grapple check, which would be athletics.
Nice. Nice.
And
What's your
19.
what's
That
your
is
strength
so
modifier?
helpful. That is so helpful.
Ooh.
So my athletics was a 21.
Okay.
Against the dragons, though.
The dragon can use dex or strength to try and get out of this.
Don't remind it. Just kidding. It's fine.
I'm fully aware of how that particular mechanic works. With this one, I am very well
This one?
anointed with that knowledge. All right. So you come sprinting over to the dragon, and you give this very impressive leap as you attempt to grab onto it. You grab some of the spines that line its back, and you have, at this point, you know, in the time that took you to run over, you attach both the rope and the chain together, and using the grappling hook as the weight itself, you swing it around and it goes out and around its neck, and you catch it as it comes around, and it gives out just this horrible scream as you have now successfully
Grapple the white dragon.
grappled with a white dragon.
Can
So-
you redirect it to how you can attack the other white dragon?
We don't know where it is.
That's
Yeah. So remind me, grapple, they have to spend an action to break it.
They
And
can't
does
move.
anything else happen? They can't move?
They can't move.
Do you guys get advantage on it or no?
In this case, I would say that probably can move because
Well,
you're
it's-
not.
It's
That's
on its
fair.
head.
Fair enough, yeah.
Maybe.
So I mean, you can like in some ways kind of jerk its head certain
Yeah.
directions, but I mean it still has full use of its
You,
legs.
you can maybe use it as a reaction when it makes an attack on somebody. You can impose disadvantage by
There you
yanking on
go.
it.
That's because I'm wondering, like, do I get any type of, like, bonus? Like, do my allies get anything from this? Because that's kind of what I'm trying to go for, but maybe a reaction to give it disadvantage would make sense.
I think the reaction is a good call.
Yeah, okay. Alright. And then, is that considered an attack?
That would
Yeah,
be
that's
your
considered
action.
your action.
Okay. So can I bonus action attack it with my offhand weapon?
You're holding.
Or am I just holding on
You're
to
holding the two things with both hands.
Okay.
And if you were to let go, you don't have the strength to hold it with one hand.
Got it, okay.
You are stuck with both hands right now.
Alright, then,
Well, this already turned a turn for awesome.
that's my turn?
All right. So at the top of the initiative order, Navarra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, how far away am I from the dragon?
Like 10, 15 feet.
15 to
Yeah.
20?
Yeah, it looks about it. 3 squares away.
15.
I'm gonna move to this side.
Here, George, do you mind taking him and just letting him outside?
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going
I don't have to do
to
it.
No. You know, you can just open the door, he'll run out.
Should we move in?
hurl some acid at
Close the
him.
door as well, or just keep the door open?
So you're
Close
doing
it
down
for a
from the
minute.
left.
Go with George.
Good
Go with
choice.
George.
Because even if you hit me with the acid, I'm
You'll be
resisting.
fine.
Haha.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, say again.
No, you're good. I'm gonna go like 10 feet, to like, diagonally. Nope, sorry, other side. Yep, thank you. And then I'm gonna hurl, some acid at him.
Okay.
Yep.
Oblivion.
And it's a deck save.
It's a dex save.
Yes.
Will I have to make a deck save for this as well? Just out of curiosity.
I'm gonna assume that if it hits the dragon, it's gonna hit you, because you're kinda
on the dragon.
SOL
That's fair.
in this case.
That's fair.
So,
Can I make a deck save just to make sure it doesn't destroy the rope I'm holding on to? Should I?
I'll let
Or-
you do
Can I
that.
go, like,
Under
Can
the
you aim
dragon.
at its feet or
Yeah.
something?
Can I try to aim like at its wing instead of like, or like at like the base of its like wing instead of at its like neck?
If we want to do a targeted attack, I would say that it has advantage.
Okay.
If you want to do that, are you okay with that, or?
Last time I did that and it worked out.
It's your call.
But it's up to you.
So far, I'm rolling terrible today. So,
Let's shoot for targeted.
okay. So, that will be a 14 dexterity.
Dex is 15.
Dex is 15.
Nice.
Not Finn
Okay.
patiently waiting at the door
DC
like a
is
door.
just good enough.
So, you do in fact hit. Go ahead and roll attack.
And the Zintor doesn't see any of this because he's just staring at the
10.
back of a white dragon.
You could add anything to it.
Cool.
No, it's just 10.
So
10
10,
acid damage.
10 points of acid damage. Okay. So, Nazinter, you take 5 points of acid damage. Do you want to
Half
roll?
that.
So,
Uncanny dodge.
No, I'm a black dragonborn. I have
Oh, that's
resistance
true.
to
Oh yeah,
acid.
you do have
So
resistance.
half that. I'm not using my reaction for uncanny dodge. I'm just gonna take the damage and call it good.
okay. So,
It's 3 then?
That's 3
Or 2?
or 2.
let's see. I think we decided round up for damage.
so 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay.
I couldn't see it
I don't
coming.
think he cares.
Well, if I did a targeted attack, does it still hit him?
Oh,
on the
that's
wing.
Because it was like at the base of like its shoulder and wing. So like,
It is acid splash though, so there's a chance that it splashed on me still.
Let's see here. So your goal to hit it in the wing was not to like.
to not hit him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what? That's fair. So I'll say that you were able to angle it enough because I gave it advantage. So that's fair.
Okay.
Okay. So
Thank you for not hitting me.
the dragon is going to attempt to knock you off. At
I
this
like to
point,
see him try.
you're going to need to make a dexterity saving throw, as it actually just basically flies straight up.
Well, it's gonna knock me off. That was a natural 2. So that's 8.
Okay, so yeah, so you, you're feeling quite good about yourself when suddenly it gets low to the ground and then just lurches upward and then just begins flying straight up.
Oh gosh.
Burks, you do technically get an attack of opportunity. It's leaving your melee range.
I'll take it. Why not?
That will not hit.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah, so I'm standing there
now
dumbfounded
on the
by my
ground.
father, and then I'm like,
Yes,
oh
you are now
gosh.
prone on the ground.
Oh, dang it!
Okay. My turn. I'm gonna first things first. Hunter's mark him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna whip out that longbow and take a shot at this fool.
All right. Go ahead and roll attack.
So a natural 1.
Oh
Yeah. That's all. That's all.
No words needed. Can we move on?
It's got a
Go
plus 4, so it's a
Just go ahead and move
natural
on.
one.
Just
So
head
it's
on.
a natural one.
Just go ahead and move on. Just head on down the line there.
I've got one more attack, but let's start with
Yeah.
what happens with the natural 1.
So you line it up, you take aim, but you took aim just before it lurched off. So you
Yes. Hey,
Dice
take
roll.
it.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here you go.
so as you release, it just lurches
Okay.
off, and the string comes and smacks you into the face as the
It can still redeem
uh,
itself.
as the arrow misses the dragon completely and sticks into Burks' father.
Oh!
And it's just right into the small of his back.
Oh.
Ouch!
Does it bleed?
No, at least not that you can see.
Well, okay, that sucked. Well, I'm gonna pull another arrow back and now readjust. That is a 4. Wow. I assume an 8 doesn't hit.
No. It's flying around. It's dark up there. You're having a really hard time getting a real pin on this thing. Well, if you can only apply that skill
Yeah, right?
to shooting the bow.
Yeah.
Did you dunk the dice
He
into
did.
the dice jail?
And it closed the lid
He
on
just-
itself
he-
too.
Bro! Talk about throw
Okay.
him in jail, literally.
Anything else you want to do?
He's bonus actioned. I already hit him with Hunter's Mark, and I guess I can move down and out from behind Navarra, closer to the snow pile on the bottom.
How far? Just your full movement?
Yeah, let's just
1, 2, 3, 4.
and then are those 5-foot squares?
Yep.
So and then
5,
I
6.
would say actually take me to the left 2 more.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's all I can do on that turn.
Okay.
Rock turn,
Naya.
sorry.
Question: would it count as one of my turns, like one of my actions, by doing like an investigation, trying to find the other dragon?
Probably, because you would have to like kind of disengage from what the other dragon is doing so that you can look around, because you don't know immediately where she is, and
Well, I don't have great investigation check, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna
Use
make one of the
barbarian think. What can you hit?
other- True. Okay, well, I'm gonna rage then.
Yes! There we go!
Anyway.
Just be like, no! And I'm going to pull out the long sword of fire.
Is it within melee range?
It's in the sky.
She can still pull it out.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Get
Can
that
you
out, light
throw
that
it?
thing up.
Throw it? I'm just kidding.
You can.
I mean,
Probably shouldn't.
Do we have
Probably
any fire
shouldn't.
going on? Because I know he talked about
did you
What
actually
would
light
Naya
those
do?
rations on fire?
Lighting
What
the
would
rations.
Naya do?
I feel like I would
I
have,
can
yeah.
fly.
Okay.
I can't fly very high, I don't think.
Don't
You
let
can-
us
you can
talk you
fly-
into anything.
I
This
can
is
fly
all
high.
on you.
You have a minute of flight. You can fly as high as you can fly in a minute, which you have a 30-foot flying speed, so you can, or your
I
movement.
have a
so
40-foot.
You have a 40-foot flying speed, so you probably shouldn't. You should be pretty close to the dragon's flying speed. Honestly, you could probably catch
The
up
little
to it.
angry face I just saw.
I love that. So, yeah, if you were
But
to
this is
if you were to sprout your wings and fly, you could
Or-
probably chase the dragon.
Okay, and that does not necessarily count as an action, is spreading my wings.
that would be
I
a
think
bonus
it's-
action
I think
or
it's a
an
bonus
action.
action.
But you already
to
raged.
sprout your rings.
You did rage
I
this
just
turn.
did rage, yes.
So you could use your action to sprout your wings and then fly, but you would not be able to attack.
Well, I could attack once, I just can't attack twice.
No. If you
'Cause-
would use your action to attack, you get 2 attacks. But it's not 2 actions.
So
It's
you've
just-
already used your bonus action to rage, so you cannot use your bonus action again. So all you have left is your movement and your action. Now you can choose what you do with your action, and I allow people to use things that are normally just bonus action stuff to be used as an action if you want.
Makes sense.
So that's up to you. If you want to sprout your wings and go get it, and start chasing after it, you can.
I just won't be able to attack it yet.
You won't be able to attack it.
But it's what would Naya do in this situation?
Well, my immediate thought is to go and fly so that I'm right under it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Then go for it.
You'll have to get in position because remember it's like flying all over the place. So like, you may not have an opportunity of attack right away.
And I can't
anyways.
hit anything with my bow. And most people don't have any other long-range attacks, so feel free to get up there.
Probably best for you to grab its attention anyway, since you're the tank.
You're angry, you want to smack things.
Remind me, did
Go
the
for
Ring
it.
of Warmth give her resistance to fire damage or
Just
cold damage? Or was it just the no
should-
exhaustion?
Do you have the description of that?
I don't. Kalia gave it to me, so.
I think it was just to
I just can't.
Keep
I
you
don't know if maybe I wrote it down. I'll have to double check.
Here, look. You are resistant to cold damage. In addition, you and everything you wear and carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So you are resistant to cold damage.
Cool. Good to know.
So what's your plan?
Well, yeah, no, that's my instinct is I'm going to go and fly up and try to be under it as
Okay.
best as I can. Like
So you
right under it, like at its belly, right under it.
Okay.
Kind of a thing.
You don't have enough movement to get there.
Okay, on my way then.
Okay. It has a fly speed of 80 feet.
Oh gosh.
But
That's very close to
I am
her fly
half.
speed.
I'm half that.
Double dash. Dashing is good.
Do
I
you?
don't think I have dash.
Because you used your action as to sprout your wings.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
And
And
then
your
my
flight speed
movement's
should be
just-
30 feet, right?
I'm
40.
40.
Oh,
She's
40
a
feet.
barbarian, so she's
Oh, okay.
got extra movement.
Yeah. So yeah. So it has a flight speed of 80 feet. So you go 40 feet up into the air, and then just kind of hover there, waiting for the next move.
Okay.
Nizintor. You are currently prone on the ground.
Did I take any damage for that?
No.
No.
Okay. Dang it. So close.
What?
I had to
It
reach
would have been
rock him.
cool.
Oh,
I get up,
I thought you
using
meant that
half
you were
my
upset you
movement.
didn't take damage.
bonus action, dash. So now I have 45 feet of movement.
Okay. Well, so technically. Oh yeah. Yep. You're good. Keep going.
Yeah, it uses all your movement, so a dash would let him move still.
Yeah. And I have the I have the cunning feature, whatever, for rogue. So I'm gonna bonus action dash towards the staircase-looking thingy in the back rightish, back northeastern corner. If you're looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Up here.
Yeah. Whatever that weird pyramid staircase-looking thing
Okay.
is.
It is a staircase leading upward.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash towards the staircase. And can I use my action to dash as well?
5,
Yes.
Yeah, full
10,
full movement to the
15,
staircase.
20.
All
25,
60
30.
feet.
Technically 75.
I thought it was just 30 because you had to use half of it for prone.
Yeah, but I get 2 dashes, so that's 60.
You get
Action.
2 dashes?
Because
You
I'm
can
a rogue.
action
I can
and
bonus
bonus
action
Oh
and
god,
action dash.
that's crazy. Anyway,
So that's 20, 25, 30, 35,
might even be a
40,
Might-
45, 50, 55,
I want to get up as much as I can.
And then take
60, 65, 70,
the mobility
75.
feat and become
Got
a
me not
barbarian.
How much do you
I,
have?
to
Either. I was
the,
looking
I
at that, I
have
was like,
75. 75. I would have had 90, but 75 total.
Okay, so as you were running, you noticed that this was a giant.
That got
that-
froze.
Yeah, so this is a giant frozen dragon. Or giant.
A dragon
Um,
frozen giant.
Frozen giants! I'm going to just
Technically, it is
scream
a
out
dragon frozen giant. It's a dragon
frozen giants.
So this giant has clearly been encased in its icy tomb for centuries. His arm that was once raised to swing some kind of weapon, but it now appears to be gnawed off. And so now there's just a nubbin right here. It's been there for a very long time.
Is that both of those circles or just the one?
This one's a mammoth.
Oh, okay.
Ignore where it says owlbear. But it's a mammoth.
Not again.
Poor mammoths.
Frozen giant, frozen mammoth. Do with that what you will.
Thank you.
Run away. Run away.
Okay, so that's all of your stuff. Okay. Perks.
Save me. How high up is the dragon?
It is somewhere in the realm of like 80 feet above you. You've lost it in the darkness.
I was trying to stay on top of it.
And did
And
spiritual
am I
weapons
like
range is
the only
60?
one that can
Did
see
you
it right
cast
now?
Bless when we first wandered in?
I think
You're
it was,
having a
I
hard
think
time
I was
keeping
going
track
to,
of it
but
too,
just
but-
didn't end up happening.
Okay.
So I guess Naya, I guess being 40 feet up, you do notice that there are these ledges of ice that are kind of just all around the room. Let me zoom it out and show you. None of you other people see this, but these are ledges.
Idea.
These are ledges,
Okay.
one 30 feet, one 35, and one roughly 50 feet above the ground.
Okay, so I can. Sorry. I can
So you can
down
see
on
those.
2 of them and then up on 1 of them.
Yes.
And I assume it's like we have like a foggy smoke, like that wispy, cloudy.
Well, it's honestly just so dark that it's hard to
Oh,
see.
it's dark.
Would she be able to, because she's flying, would she be able to perch on those ledges to catch her breath?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
Then
Well-
you could fly up higher.
The dragon being
She can
80
just
feet
fly
ruins my
straight up.
plans.
There's
The
nothing
spiritual
stopping
weapons range is 60. How
She's
dare
only got
you?
40 feet of movement.
Sorry.
Um,
It's
Can
just
spiritual
dragons.
weapon
But then if she
transform into a
stops, then
bow?
she's
would it
got
use an
another
action
40
for me to take a look at my father and see if
To
the
match
ice is
the
magical
dragon.
or not?
She doesn't need to stop.
It would
She can
probably, yeah,
She'll
it would
hover.
probably do an
She will
action.
not
I.
have movement.
just-
You know that
For
his
one-
axe
for
is
one
magical.
Turn, yeah,
She keeps
but for
going.
the next turn.
But
I
like,
can
is the
keep
ice
going.
itself magical? Is what is the question.
No, I see where you're going
Okay,
from
we're
there. That's interesting idea.
Because I learned from last time.
I know what you're saying.
Oh,
What would Burks do? What would Burks the Chainbreaker do?
Jumping. She's
I
actually
know
flying.
what you're saying.
Bonus action. I
There's a
will
little level
cast
spat
spiritual
over here,
weapon
too.
60 feet in the air because it can still move.
On other turns.
Yeah, on other turns. So I'll cast it.
I can't.
No, I will cast it. I will have it right next to me in case a dragon decides to come and fight me.
okay.
So add a spiritual weapon there, I guess.
She needs to. She can stop.
And
You
then
know
I'll
what's
take my
really
action. I
sad?
want to see the nature of this ice. Like,
I'm
is,
saying
would it be
it
possible
gives,
to
like,
melt
the
him out of it, or if
magic.
it's magical, if I could use dispel magic on it?
It's too bad it can't just transform into a longbow that can hit 100 feet away. Spiritual weapon. Spiritual weapon.
Ah, that would be sick.
Put it as an
wouldn't
arrow.
Yeah,
Right,
I
it's just a
cast
sick-
spiritual weapon longbow.
Wait, that would be such a cool flavor. You could,
Rapid
you
fire
literally fire an
longbow.
arrow,
Just
and the
4
arrow
arrows
just
at
keeps
a
zipping
dragon.
around
Let's
everywhere
go.
with the
Like
rules of
Yondu's,
spiritual weapon.
like Yondu's
Yeah.
arrow.
Dude, that'd be so legit.
I'm not a
Let's
ranger, though.
find a magic weapon that is Yondu's arrow. I want to do that now. That sounds fun.
I did that for a campaign once. I gave someone the ability to just whistle to make a miss turn into a hit once a day.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
He did it really well though, because he fired it into the air and then he missed, and then he just went. And then it's like he didn't even need to say anything. I'm like, all right, so it hit.
Roll damage.
Roll damage.
Okay.
Also, I love once again, all of you guys are fighting a dragon, and I just was like, I'm off. Gonna go find what's over here. Honestly, I'm trying to look for the second dragon though. That's the main reason I'm doing that.
Well, I would have done it, but I don't have I don't have a good investigation. Plus, like you guys said, Naya would just be like, nope.
I like violence.
Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that would be it. Like using action, look at the ice.
Oh, okay. Roll an Arcana check.
I'll use this. What does that say?
15.
15 plus Arcana. 15, 16.
It is normal ice.
Okay. Yep. Well, that ruins everything. Anyway, that's it.
Sorry.
Now you're good.
Your dad dead.
Dead. Worth it. It was worth
Um,
checking.
We can speak with dead though, potentially.
Yeah, in the middle of a fight.
You never
I
know.
was trying to recruit someone to help
have
us out,
3
but that's not gonna
questions.
happen.
Will you help us fight? No.
Dodge slog, and just right there.
Just immediately
Right
just
there.
goes to punching. Like I defrost him, he just immediately punches me in the face.
And you just have to finish your dodge slog right there and then.
It's like, come on, dude.
Dad, are you proud of me?
No. And Treefell is no longer a part of the fight because he's reliving all the horrible memories of
Psychic
his
damage.
father.
Anyway, psychic damage immediately.
Oh.
Okay.
How much D4 is his emotional damage?
More than you have.
How many
HP.
D4s?
Anyway,
So, from the darkness comes Dragon again, and it's gonna do a swooping attack over those of you that are kind of clumped together, which would be those in like. I guess that's.
I'm in the air though.
Let's see here. What is? That's true. Let me look here.
Should put wings on that frowny face.
Yeah. Give me just a second.
little bat wings.
Yeah.
Just draw a Batman logo.
How do cones work? I keep.
So at from the point, it goes. It's a 5 foot or 15-foot cone. That's the length, and then it's also the width. So
Okay.
So it's 15 feet by 15 feet triangle, based from the caster.
Okay.
Canon image.
So
Yes.
then in which
love it.
case, what am I doing? I don't need that. I was grabbing out
The
my.
canon image.
It's me.
So let's see
Yeah.
here. So if I 3. Okay, so the dragon will. It'll be a thing that'll be roughly like that. That's about 15 feet, a 15-foot or a 30-foot cone. Excuse me.
But, yeah, that looks about. It'll look 35, but I can get it. You're trying to hit the three of us. You will fit.
Yeah. Okay. So, I need the 3 of you, which is
Yes.
Naya, you're
In the
So
air.
In
that
the
should
air.
just be the 2 of them.
Gotta draw my ring. Draw my wings.
I'm getting there. Do I have a? Yes, I do. Oh, dang.
Burks'
That.
father.
That.
I already shot him to make sure he was dead.
I don't blame you.
Oh,
Without Jeremy DMs, I don't blame you one bit. I'm probably gonna attack the giant at some point just to make sure that one's dead too. And isn't just a mirage of a living giant waiting to kill us all.
Right. I don't know what it is.
Beautiful.
I don't know what it is with Hargul, but I can't hit jack squat with my bow. In the Alpha
And it's
Hellhound
literally
fight,
your
and
class feature.
and like literally the whole point of a ranger is to shoot things with a bow. I can't hit diddly squat. I can do okay with my battle axe, but I can't do
Can't really
jack
see it
squat
from
with
so
this
then in
bow.
which case, this probably
Okay.
needs to move.
That's how I feel with Nazintor being. If he gets touched in combat, he just dies instantly. And it's like, I'm supposed to be able to survive and like not die within 1 hit, but no.
No, you're not.
I'm
you're
gonna
not-
get
you're not
wrecked
okay.
by the second dragon here in a second, and I'm
the
totally ready for it.
Yeah.
Unless this is the second dragon.
I don't
and
know.
then in that case, I found the second dragon, guys. It's attacking you.
Well, there's 2 dragons. Both went up into the darkness.
We've never seen the second one,
We don't.
technically.
We don't. Yeah, we don't know. So we had one went up into the darkness and then she
We
came back
haven't
down.
seen
And
the second one, as far
Screw
as
it.
we know.
Okay, it's gonna hit you two. Can I have you two make
Yeah,
a
just-
constitution?
maybe
You
saving
don't need
throw?
to justify it.
Since
You
it's
can just say
female,
it
it's
hits you too.
pregnant. And I can use that to our advantage.
Oh, what was it? Dexterity saving throw?
What is a dexterity?
It
save?
was a dexterity saving throw.
Constitution save. I
Oh
apologize.
wow, that's so nice of you. That doesn't help me at all.
See,
What?
that would have helped me.
What
I'm
is
in
a
the air,
dexterity
so-
saving throw? I've never used one of those. I'm just kidding.
21.
Okay.
Dang!
So
What is your constitution?
Plus 6.
Oh my gosh.
for the saving throw, because
Yeah.
he's proficient with it.
Oh, cause yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Where's all the wisdom and charisma saving throws?
That's Bane.
Brother.
Just wait till we fight an enemy that tries to Bane us.
You're right. You're right.
Which Jeremy will eventually
Hey,
throw
Jeremy,
at us,
how
'cause
do
I
I
feel like a
die?
lot of
Tell
us
me.
have charisma as a dump stat, except for you and maybe
Me?
George. I was gonna say you definitely don't have charisma as a dump stat, or you're
can't
playing
wait
a
for
okay,
Warlock
so
character to
Burks,
fight
you take
me.
49 points of cold damage.
Excuse me!
Are you dead?
I'm down. I'm 0. I'm down. That was it.
I was
Wait,
gonna
what?
say
Seriously?
You take half as much damage.
we're screwed. Oh shoot.
So that's-
oh shoot.
So how many? Was
Four-
Wait, how many
49
points
points
was
of
that?
cold damage.
half of that would be 24.
Are you resistant to cold damage?
No, just weather.
Okay. So half
not
would be what?
You can-
24?
You can use your stone endurance to half that damage.
Well, I can't half it, but I can reduce it.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that was probably the best way to use it. Thank you. Is that metagaming? No, that's just being a nice person.
Reminder, your racial abilities, they're a thing.
Using it. Oh! Minus 14 from that. How much was it?
49.
49.
Minus 14,
49.
that would put you at 35.
Are you still down?
No, I'm up. I'm very close to dead, but I'm up.
So how frozen is?
Was it a
Burks
cold breath or
now?
was it a sweeping attack? What was it?
It was their cold breath weapon.
It's cone of cold.
So I'm facing down my father in the eyes, and I almost just get frozen looking at him. I don't like that.
No,
Suddenly
you're-
from the sky, just
You're looking at the back of him.
Okay,
Right? And you're just looking at his back.
got
You
it.
know, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Oof.
First off, that's funny because it's a pun. Second off, that's
I had to take
Oh,
a
tree
chance.
fell. Ah!
I had to. You, like, that entire thing was set up for that purpose.
Mianasa!
Actually, wait a second.
Huh?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but barbarians have to keep... In order to keep your rage, you have to either
attack.
attack,
Attack
or
or be attacked. That is correct.
So in which case you would have lost your rage.
I can go back into it though, right?
You have like
You-
2 rages a day, don't you?
Yeah, how many
She
rages
should
per
have
day
more
do you
than
have?
one rage at this.
I think
at
it's
this
per
level.
proficiency bonus, but let me check that.
Yeah, double check that. But right now you are out of rage.
That is the
Now
one
you're just
problem
sad.
sometimes with raging. You have
No,
to
I'm
be
just
careful when you
sad.
use it.
until you
At
get
5th
rid
level,
of
you have 3 rages.
Woo! Okay.
So you have an extra one if you don't attack something this turn too. Good
You
to
should
know.
attack something.
But yeah, you should attack something.
Or you put something
Next
in.
level, you get 4. So I'd start attacking. You don't have to hit. You just have to attack.
And if you have crappy weapons you want to throw to count as an attack, you
You have
oh no,
javelins,
I
don't you?
shouldn't say that. That's kind
You also have a breath weapon and javelins.
I do.
And
Well,
you
I
have
had 4.
You have 3 uses of your breath weapon as well, so
I had 2.
should be 3 proficiency bonus.
Is it?
It should be.
You have
It's-
3 rages.
it's
to
out
spell
of-
barbarian.
It's different.
It's out of Fizbin's, this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I can't
shoot.
remember. It might be 3.
I have Hellish Rebuke. Can I use that?
You
Remind me
can.
what it does?
It's a reaction in which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. It's instantaneous. It's a saving throw, and I point my finger, and the creature that damaged me is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames.
Say. Nah. No.
Um,
I'm like, are
probably.
they...
It's a reaction, right?
Yeah,
Okay, if
but
you
they're
want.
still in flight, so how does that work?
It's a really good question.
I'd say that still works.
Usually they just erupt into flames.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's kind of what it would be.
So you get.
So-
Can you imagine
have
so
3
walking
uses
up
of
to
it
you,
because your
punches you in the
proficiency
face,
bonus
and then
is
immediately bursts into flames?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's as many proficiency. As your
okay,
proficiency
so what's
bonus.
the saving throw then?
it's a dex.
so we
15.
both have +3 breath weapons.
You have 3 breath weapons
Got it.
because you're level 5. Your proficiency bonus 3.
Kind of afraid to use
You
mine,
said a
though.
deck save?
You've
Okay,
got
it gets a
3 uses of
19.
Mine's
It's a
psychic.
15, so it
I
takes.
don't want to
So-
make it go crazy though, because then it will thrash.
Maybe that's up to Jeremy.
Do you get that once per turn? How often do you get that?
Once per long rest.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Does it say you can use it as many spell slots as you want? You can also
No.
you cast it at higher slots, don't you?
Yes.
So
Increase damage 1d10 for each slot above first.
Good, that's still going.
So I can do second level, and then I'll just need a 4th d10. Oh, that one is a 4.
Roll it on the table.
It's a 1.
Dang.
Aw.
Dice
Sorry.
don't lie.
We are not doing good.
Okay, 6, 7, 8, 16.
16 points of damage halved.
So half, yeah, is 8.
I rebuke you.
Consider yourself got. All right. Navarre, it's your turn.
I'm like, excuse me? How dare you? And then,
Bad dragon.
um,
What are you two doing?
I think I'm
Walking
gonna-
towards our death with a smile on our face.
Okay.
Where are they still flying or like?
Yeah. So it basically swooped. Oh shoot! I didn't. So, this is the first one you saw.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
So.
It's beautiful.
Really dangerous.
Well, Alison drew it, so it's
I'm
beautiful.
gonna die.
I don't like this.
I
I don't like
And you
thinking that the things that are killing us are beautiful and awesome. They need to be disgusting and ugly at all times.
Okay.
Can I see up close, actually?
So yeah, so that's the first one you saw. Yeah, so it's your turn, Navara.
Okay. I think I'm going to use.
Oh, right. It came over and did a sweeping, and then it flew back off into the darkness.
As
above
it
you.
lit up in
but now
flames.
it's in
and
flames.
then suddenly just immediately erupts into flames, which kind of lights up the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so the rest of you see those ledges that Naya is seeing as well. So you can see that there are those 3 ledges, and I'll give you all the
How close am I
peek
to
now.
one of them?
Can we see the
pretty
other
close
white
to one.
dragon?
Did we, like,
No.
We only see. We
Okay.
still only see one dragon.
You still only see one dragon.
Okay.
Maybe it's just one dragon that has a. That's a
Split
schizophrenic.
personality disorder.
Schizophrenic.
dragon.
Maybe.
That would be frightening.
Maybe it ate
If a-
its twin in the womb.
It's just got this.
Ooh.
It's a twin-headed
gosh.
dragon, and we just haven't seen the second head yet.
Oh,
You can use 2 breath weapons before having to
You're
recharge.
on its back. How would you miss it?
It doesn't have to. It can like extend out
Oh.
on its own.
It's-
type
What's
of
your wisdom
deal.
modifier?
I don't have a. I'm not that.
Okay, so
I'm
we're
not
seeing
wise.
legends.
Yeah, then
So-
yeah, you could have missed
Yeah,
it.
so those are the ledges, right? One's
'Cause that's
30
where
feet,
perception
one's
comes from.
35, the other one's 50 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, my wisdom's a plus 0.
It's your.
I have a 10.
Okay, I'm gonna move closer to the black circly, on the opposite corner of the stairs.
So you're gonna head over towards Nizintor over here.
No, opposite corner.
Other stair. Or.
So like
The
The other
big
side.
black
Oh, this thing.
the
circle,
big black thing.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I'm gonna head over there.
Which can any of us
And then-
see what that is or looks like?
Nine.
At the moment, no.
Okay.
And then you have.
30 feet.
Well. You also have. You just
Don't spoil.
light up. You
Don't
could-
spoil. Don't spoil.
I can't hear you. What?
You could fireball it.
I know I can.
Okay. I was gonna say, don't spoil. If she's got a cool thing, don't spoil it for us. Fireball is just fireball.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
fireball is fireball, but
Fireball.
it's not quite ready yet. The scene is not quite set.
There's
I
no
am
way you can walk
bound
away. You put on sunglasses
and
and walk away from it.
determined-
It's not ready yet.
To get this dragon back on the ground, so I will give you that opportunity to fireball it.
So with the dragon bursting into flames, I'm going to use magic missile because now I can see it.
Okay.
And so
The flame doesn't last, correct? It just basically erupts for a moment.
it is. I'll tell ya. For yes. But even still, it gives like
Yeah, you
good,
have a good
like-
idea where it's at.
yeah.
And.
And what's the range on magic missile? 120?
Uh huh.
Okay.
Yeah, so my goal is to like as soon as it like swoops and like I have my reaction, then I pull out magic missile.
Yeah.
And then that is instantaneous.
And
Yeah.
It hits.
Yep.
So,
So roll your damage. It should be 1d4 per missile,
yes.
which I think is 3 missiles
At first
Yes.
level.
at
Yeah.
first level.
Depending on the level.
And then +1.
Plus 1 per.
4 and 3, so that would be 11. 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And Navarro, way to be the one doing like all of most of the damage at the current moment.
Yeah, right.
If I could hit
Oh,
something.
just wait.
I know it's gonna change eventually, but
Yeah.
you're carrying the team on damage right now for sure.
Thanks.
So. Yeah. That's fun. It doesn't apply to my turn, so you're good to do
Okay.
what you need to.
You're good to kill us all, Jeremy. It's okay. We allow you to.
All right. So, the dragon is going to swoop down and land. It's going to land over here. No, actually, you know what? No, it's going to go out for the one that just fetching hit it with
Bring it
fire
on.
and magic
Bring it
missile.
on.
It's very upset.
Yes.
Okay.
Very vain dragon, I see.
Okay. What's your armor class?
15.
15. Wow. Okay. So neither hit. So it goes at you with both its bite and it gets a 14 and a 13, respectively. But you're able to just ever so slightly just narrowly miss it. Like it's
Bop. Bad.
this dragon is very upset.
That's
This is what happens when you write a paper on them. You know everything. I'm like, I studied for so long.
okay.
All right. Hargul.
Okay. How far away from me is it?
You're looking to be like 20 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna run up with my axe this time so I can actually hit things. So, yeah, I'm gonna run up to it while it's down on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing at it with my axe.
All right, go for it.
Let's see, that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, and so that's going to be. So that's going to be 12 plus Hunter's Mark, which is another 6. So that's 18. Plus, it's been hurt, right?
Yes.
She just hit it. So then, because of my my hunter ability from being a hunter, I get to deal another D8 because it's already been injured.
Every time.
Once a turn.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
And that's another 5 on top of that. So that would be 23 damage.
23 damage.
23 slashing damage. Oh, plus it's plus 1 battle axe. So that's another. So it's 24 off my first hit.
Off your first hit. Dang, dude.
Okay, roll your second one.
And that is 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's,
17 is armor.
that's a 4 plus 6. It's 10, and then I don't remember if Hunter's Mark. Every time I deal damage to it, or if it's just once a turn.
That one I don't know.
So give me 2 seconds on that.
I want to say it's every time, but I don't know either.
You just want to say it's every time because that gives you the edge up. That's all. That like you don't
No,
play.
I, like,
or that's right. You do play a
legitimately-
you do play a ranger.
Pretty positive it was every time, but I could be
I'm
wrong.
just triple checking because I don't want to be metagaming.
Actually, wait. When did you cast Hunter's Mark?
The
First
turn.
thing. That was the first thing.
Very
I did,
first thing,
was
okay.
Hunter's Mark, and then I missed both my shots with my bow.
And
Okay.
it was great.
Okay.
So yeah.
I hope Hunter's Mark doesn't work the same way that my.
You deal an
Range
extra
does.
1d6 damage
Whenever
to
you
the
hit it with
target
weapon
whenever
attack.
you hit it with a weapon attack.
Okay.
So I get another D. Is it a D6?
Yeah.
And then another 6 on top of that. So that's 16 more points of damage.
16 more points of damage.
Love it.
And then just triple checking that it's just once a turn for the. Yeah, Colossus Slayer. Your tenacity can wear down the most potent foes. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes an extra D8 of damage if it's below its maximum hit points. And you can deal this extra damage only once a turn. So, Hunter's
pretty good,
Prey.
though.
That's a third level thing for the Hunter archetype. I could also choose a couple other options, but that's the
Wow.
one I like.
Pretty cool.
Would I actually hit stuff?
Yeah.
It works when you
Right.
hit things.
So he kills the dragon, right?
No.
Okay.
And
I
then,
don't think we're even close.
and then I have a bonus action, but I
No,
don't
no.
think
This
there's-
dragon is looking worse than Burks is right now, for sure.
For sure. Is he bloodied?
There's nothing else I can.
It's too dark to tell.
Cool. Fair.
So, and then.
For all we know, is not taking any damage, and he's just pretending to produce.
What happened to your torch? Did you just drop it somewhere?
I thought
I gave it to me,
one
and
of
then
them.
I said that I lit the thing on fire.
Oh, okay. So it's
There
on,
is a
it's
fire
on. Yeah. So there is just the smell of roasting fish, kind of wafting around everybody
Yum.
as
no
it
wonder
gives off
I'm angry.
as it gives off just a little bit of light.
The aroma. Okay,
My
that's
mouth is watering.
that's all I got for.
Okay, Naya, you're currently 40 feet up in the air. dragon has been flying all around you. What do you do?
Am I close enough to fly to it?
Let's see here. I mean, you have to take into account, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
30.
So, I mean, that's just a straight shot. You're technically going down.
Mhm.
So,
Is it still flying or is it on the ground?
it's on the ground right now,
Okay.
which is a good point.
I like how you made it angry to
Can
sad.
she even see it on the ground?
Well, I saw where the flames were.
Yeah.
Well,
But if those die out and you don't have dark vision, if it's outside of your range, would you even be able to see it?
How far does that little fire light up?
It only lights up maybe 10 feet,
I was gonna say that fire is not big enough to light up the whole room.
right? And I mean, like, really, the light from the doorway is giving off more
that's
than what
right.
the little fire
Well,
is, because the fire is also,
plus-
like, in the light of the doorway.
Our eyes are able to adjust to a dark room after a little bit of time.
But you're also
But-
looking back and forth from the door to the darkness, so it's harder for your eyes to do that.
Is the dragon then in darkness? Like, do we get disadvantages attacking it?
No, when you're close to it, there's enough ambient light
Oh, okay.
everywhere. It's just that you can't see super far out.
Got it. Okay.
And a lot of
Like
us.
none
Can
of
I
you can
see-
see me right now.
Can
Guaranteed.
No,
Can
yeah,
I
we
see
can't. I've
30
only got
feet?
60 feet of dark
I
vision.
can't see
so-
any of you guys either.
I
You have
can't
dark
see.
vision too?
Can I see 30 feet in front of me? And down? Meaning, can I see it?
I mean, she did hear the roar. I'm assuming.
And I'm smacking
that it did up in the air. You have a pretty good idea where it's at.
Okay, I'm just gonna straight up fly towards it right now.
Dive bomb.
Dive bomb.
It pulls up and she just smacks
And
face
you can
first
also-
with the
I've
ice.
got the long sword of fire
Okay.
in hand.
You can
Okay.
also rage again.
Oh yes, I did that as well. Yeah, I rage as I'm flying down towards
Okay.
it. And I want to land on its back and shove the sword of fire into its back.
Roll an attack.
I can do
Does she count as flanking with them going onto the back?
14.
Or does it not really do a thing with large creatures?
I mean, both of us are
Am I adding
attacking.
strength?
So
Two different
you,
sides,
so
so-
it's your attack bonus that's next to your weapon.
It's the first one. Plus
Oh,
4.
plus 4.
Or it really should be strength plus proficiency, so it's plus 6.
Well, and I'm raging.
And it's a +1 weapon. Because
You don't add anything to
Oh no, that's the
to
downside.
So it's
attack.
plus 7.
Okay,
Yeah, and it's a sword of fire, so it'd be fine.
25.
Okay, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay, how much damage should I roll for the longsword?
It's a 1d8.
1d8.
Plus whatever
Fire
your
damage.
fire damage your sword does. Do you remember? Did you write it down?
I was given it. I don't know anything.
I don't remember.
Was it a d4 or a d6?
And then I add a one.
It's likely a D6.
Yeah, it's
Just
not
because
written on here.
not.
And I'm adding my 1d6 because I'm of my.
Sorry, by the way, it's still your player's
Rage.
handbook. I don't know if you know.
Is it? It should be more than that. Michael, I need you to.
It's a
Come.
1d6 plus 2, and then plus another 2 because of Divine Fury. So it's 1d6 plus 4 when I'm in rage.
Sorry, I'm getting. Michael keeps texting me.
There was like 3 things going on in
I
this
have
brain.
like
Repeat
so
it.
many things going on. Give me just a second,
Okay.
because I have to find my. Okay, I don't know where my DM's guide is.
I thought about bringing mine and I didn't.
I almost
you
brought
said
mine.
It was
That's
a
okay.
1d8 for this Lord.
And I was like, no, Jake.
I just
you're
don't
Well,
remember
yeah,
what
actually,
the
give me
sound is.
the
I
player's
have
handbook.
mine
It's in
on
there.
my
No, it's
phone.
not.
the equipment section. You have the normal longsword, and then you can base it off that.
Well, I know what the normal
He's
longsword
looking for
is.
how much fire
It's a
damage.
1d8 or a d10 if you're dual wielding it, but I need the stats for the fire part of the fire sword.
I mean, I'm probably double wielding it. I would think
So you're coming out with a.
double hand. Yeah.
So
where
you don't
I'm
have
just
another.
like-
You don't have a shield or anything in your other hand.
I do not. I don't. I choose not to hold shields.
It's fair.
I'm
'Cause
thinking
I
about
have a
picking one
lot
up.
more weapons.
I'm thinking about picking one up because
I usually never use more than one hand, so shield.
I actually get a bigger bonus to my damage if I use one hand. Because
Was it the Flame Tongue longsword? Is that what it was?
So I might as well carry a shield.
No,
with
it
me.
wasn't that, because that's a rare one, and I didn't give you any
I
rare
just
ones
put
yet.
I just put longsword
Or
of
may have just
fire
been a-
on my thing.
Flames.
Alright, executive decision, it's a d6.
Okay. So you get a d6
Oh,
fire
not-
damage on top of
Are
that.
you
Oh,
going to the
okay.
bathroom?
So-
extra d6.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a
I'm
D8 or a
just
D10
checking.
for the base?
It'll be a d10 because she's swinging with both hands.
Okay, so 1d10.
Oh, instead of the 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're swinging with both hands.
Yeah, 1d10 plus a d6 plus, I'm assuming,
Let
what
me
was
try and
the Divine
remember
Fury
the
for
10. This
d4?
is the 10.
What was Divine Fury you said?
A Divine Fury is a 1d6, and then I'll add 4 on top
Okay.
of that. So I have 2 d6s, one for
D10.
fire, and one for my Fury, and then the d10.
Okay.
Okay, here I go.
Math.
Look at all those math rocks.
Okay, that one's a 5.
5 slashing.
2 divine, well, another 5 and 2. I don't.
So
12.
that's a 12 plus rage damage, which is 2.
Plus 4, because I have a regular rage and then I have a divine fury rage,
Okay, so then that's plus 4 plus strength.
which is 3.
So that's another 7.
Okay,
So that's 19.
yeah.
That sounds about right.
19 damage.
And
19 damage.
5 of that is fire damage.
Okay.
If it actually
Yeah.
makes any difference, I don't think it does.
Okay. Alright.
That was not an awful roll.
And
You
Zintor
get
has
two-
suddenly disappeared into the
You
ether.
get 2 attacks.
Just like in game. That's
I wait,
crazy.
even
She's
though
a barbarian. She gets 2 attacks for level 5.
That's a good point.
Oh, do you want
Keep
to
going.
fire again?
Let's do that exact same thing that we just did.
You get to use Divine Fury again. Just keeps going. Heck yeah. Wait, you gotta roll damage. You gotta roll a d20 first to see if you hit.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, but keep that roll if you want.
Okay, that is a good roll, so I'm gonna keep that. Okay. Oh, that's a 19.
19 plus.
That will for sure
Yeah,
hit,
19
no matter
plus
what.
3 plus 3. 25 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
So
Alright.
then it's 8, 6, 2, plus 7.
16. 23 damage. How much of that is fire?
Let's
purple.
make the 6 fire.
Okay. So 23 damage, 6 of it is fire.
Okay.
I choose before you roll everything what dice is going to be the fire damage,
Usually, yeah.
generally.
Okay, the green one
Because
is
otherwise
fire.
you're not just like, oh, this
Oh,
one's
let's
gonna be-
do this one.
Yeah.
It was like me hitting a crit and suddenly deciding to cast a second level spell instead of a first. Yeah, let's not do
Yeah.
that.
Alright, Nazintor.
Okay.
Disappeared into the ether.
He's like, I'm running away! And we're like,
One
die, Brendan.
point of clarification, because I forgot. I don't actually have torches in my inventory. I have a
Oh.
hooded lantern instead.
Okay.
So I don't know if we want to change that
We could claim it's one
or
of the
just
torches out of
claim
my
it's a
inventory.
torch.
I've
Okay.
got, we'll say I was handing out equipment, so we get one of my torches and...
Okay.
I'm still not going to pull out the hooded lantern because I feel like I wouldn't have that on me because of how I went about stuff. But I do have a candle. So I can use my action as a cunning action. I can use an object. I want to light the candle on fire. It gives me 5 feet of bright light.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run up to the end of the landing of the stairs, which is 10 feet, correct?
Yeah. Oh.
Huh? Huh?
It moved to the stairs.
And do I just, out of curiosity, do I notice anything as I'm coming up to the landing? Like, can I see anything, any dark shapes or like anything weird on it at all? Would I be able to tell?
On the landing.
Or is that
On the landing, no. It's just a typical landing. I mean, you know, you look down and you see scratches of claws over. Roll me roll me just a straight.
Survival? Who's that?
Yeah.
I mean, or investigation if you're taking a really good look.
Roll me a straight wisdom check.
Okay. Along with this, I just want to see if it continues to go upwards at all as well.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. That's a 9. I'm
Okay.
really smart, guys. I'm really wise.
You're so wise.
What's your
Very
wisdom
wise.
sure?
+0.
Oh, okay.
My
So your
wisdom's a
average
10.
wisdom.
My wisdom's a 10.
So you're not bad at wisdom. You're average at it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, so you're looking at it, and there's way too many claw marks to be just 2 young dragons or 1 young dragon. Like there's too many claw marks for what you're currently seeing,
Jeremy.
but they look really old. I mean, they're deep, and you see different sizes. You see big, huge gashes and tiny little ones, as if from
A family of some sort.
a family. Is one thing that you could see.
All right.
The
Okay.
stairway does continue upward to a second level. It goes up quite a ways. I mean, this room itself is like 100 feet tall.
Second question. I noticed those landings because of the fire.
Okay.
Can I climb up a wall to a landing? Especially with the fact that I have second story work.
You want to
So
climb
sorry.
up where?
I want to
was like, where's
climb
that
to a
coming
landing
It's just
so that I can try
Okay, all
to
good.
shoot down
To one of these.
at these dragons. Yes.
Okay.
I do have second story work, which, once again, that is climbing no longer costs you extra movement, and you can make a running jump, but so it's not extra movement. So I can start climbing up to it.
Okay.
You've got, because you already used 10 feet of your movement, you only have 20 feet of movement left, so you
Yeah,
can climb 20
but then I
feet.
can also dash and climb up another
That's
30
true.
feet.
You also have
Yeah.
my...
So I mean, your closest one would be this top one.
Yeah.
So
How-
you would have to run down and then climb up to it.
Okay. Or
Is-
can I start climbing and then like as I get closer climb sideways? Does that work?
We can certainly try.
Because that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like I just right now I want to get up on a wall and start making my way to the landing, and I want to see what's up on the landing. Basically, is what I'm trying to get out of this.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a acrobatics check.
I'm good at that. Sort of.
Please be good.
Well, it's based off of dexterity, so he should be.
Well, I rolled a 5,
Oh my
but
gosh.
it's a +6, so it's an 11.
That's something.
Better than a 1. That's all I can say.
So, like I said before, the walls are very, very sheer, almost glass-like. But you take your pickaxe and you are able to just get enough of a holding as you're climbing up that you don't fall. So, you are what, 10 or 20, or you're 20 feet up?
Yeah.
Because that landing's probably 15 feet up. So you probably
So-
go up 10 feet and then over 5, or
Yeah.
then you're gonna dash.
And then I'm gonna dash to the landing.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, and that's all I have. So I'll stay there for now. Do I see anything on the landing as it currently stands?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Burks.
All right. Do I get advantage if I run up to the dragon right now? Because he's
Ooh.
being flanked on like 3 sides.
Also, can I call out? I think there's more. Based off what I saw with the claw marks.
So you just hear Esnazintor's calling from...
Echoes there's
Just-
more.
Yeah, echoes all around you. Same thing
More
as the
than
dragons.
2. More than 2. I will clarify. More than 2.
So you want to run over to the dragon?
Would I get advantage? With it being flanked?
Probably.
Okay.
It's flanked on 3 thick
Yeah,
sides,
it's
so I
flanked.
sure hope so.
Okay.
Above.
So,
Well, I'm above. I'm like on top of it.
well, seeing as how I'm nearly dead, I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself as a bonus action. So let me do that first.
The healing word is fetch.
Fetch! Heals. Alright.
3 plus
I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
Plus 3 plus...
Get yourself together.
11.
Wait, huh?
3 plus 3
Plus 2.
3. Oh,
9.
okay.
3 plus 3 plus 2. That's 8. Plus 1, 9. 9 hit points. That's
Hey,
not
you
good.
went from 9 to 18. That's better.
Now only one more frost breath will still kill you.
Yeah. Anyway, let's hope it doesn't recharge anytime soon. I take a deep breath, I see the dragon,
Or
and
the
say,
second one
I'm just
doesn't
gonna
join
think
in.
to myself, I think I did this in a dream once, and I'm going to run straight at the dragon.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna put you there. 6.
Okay.
Because I found out the hard way that if I overlap them, technically Nazintor's first little blob is
in the
underneath the
dragon.
So
Okay.
it just suddenly disappeared, and I'm like, oh no! So I
And
drew
then
another one.
I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds as a 2nd level spell. I'm taking the risk. I would have advantage on this?
Do you roll an attack roll?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That's why I'm just like, do I have advantage? Because I want the least risk of wasting a spell slot as possible.
Okay.
Please be good. Oh, first one was a 2, the second's an 18. Holy cow. Oh.
I was gonna say
Glad,
something,
glad.
but I didn't want
Oh.
to jinx you again, so I...
Okay, that's a
Shut
24
up.
to hit. Does it hit?
That will hit. Yeah.
Okay. So, 2nd level, that is 4d10. Where's my d10s? Oh my gosh, I didn't take any d10s out.
Guys, we've almost taken out a quarter of the dragon's
7.
health. We're doing great.
13. 15. 20. 20 damage. 20 necrotic damage, specifically.
Okay.
I saw this in a dream once, and I'm just gonna...
And we all know that white dragons are vulnerable to necrotic damage, and they
Right?
take extra.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just, like, Treefell's just gonna, like, do a claw motion and just grab the back. Just grip it.
All right.
And
so
that's
you,
how we'll cast it.
so you grab onto it, and you feel the hard scales that are about almost as big as your hand,
Oh,
right, underneath, and you just watch as the color that's in them turns to a dull gray before returning back to its white. Still doing its damage.
I was just
You
like,
feel as
I
that,
was like,
as
you,
that
you can't tell
necrotic
me it just
damage.
healed that.
You feel as the necrotic damage takes its hold, but the one time that you did kill something, you did it with this spell. The
gosh.
color does return, but the necrotic damage still holds.
Okay. All right, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Where's the second bad guy? Where are they?
We don't know.
So from the rafters,
Wait, seriously?
a dragon
Punch.
swoops down. Let's see here.
Oh, you all are so screwed if this is what I think it is.
The dragon comes down and does another sweeping breath weapon attack. I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
It's been nice.
Including
I-
the Zintor?
Everyone that is here, so the
Thank
three of
you.
you.
Me included.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You all fit within
Hey,
30
Everyone
feet.
but Naya, or no,
Guys,
Naya's on the
it's
ground.
No,
really
Naya-
tough. It's been really nice knowing y'all, guys. It's been really nice.
What is your total HP?
44.
44.
I have 18 right now. I rolled a
You
nat-
are
Okay.
a cleric. We can't revive you.
You guys have
I have
you guys
half
have
of
healing
us have
potions.
zero.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
just leaving. Cool.
It's just
so
Yeah, but if he just dies, we're
I forgot
screwed.
what I rolled. Sorry.
My hit point maximum is 44.
okay.
Okay, cool.
So
how much
40,
damage?
44 plus 18. So long as it doesn't do what would that be? 72 points of damage?
No, that'd be 62.
62.
62. 44 plus 18.
much damage
54
did it
plus
do?
6.
What?
How much damage
62.
did
It hasn't done any damage yet.
62. So if I take 62 damage, Treefell is instantly dead.
Did you make your Constitution save?
Yes, it was a natural 1.
Your Constitution save was a natural 1?
Yes.
Okay. So long as it doesn't
Right
do
there.
62 points of damage, you don't die
I can
outright.
still be revived if someone heals me with a potion or a healing word.
I have potions.
How are we doing? So, I asked this because we did this once before. One of the very first bandits I killed got a natural 1 on a saving throw, and we ruled it did extra damage. It did double the damage. Is that a rule that we are staying consistent with?
Say again.
Because I rolled a natural one, do I take double damage?
Yeah. He rolled a natural 1, and we did this with that one bandit when I acid breathed him.
That was
He
for
rolled a natural 1, and we said it was double damage.
that was for a rule of cool.
Yeah. I am perfectly fine keeping
This
it
is
consistent.
very cold, but we're not using. Please don't make him use the rule of cool here. Please, I beg of you.
I'm just
No.
wondering. Because, like,
No.
I want to make sure, like, I don't want to cheat Jeremy
No.
when we do something that he also should be able to do.
We don't want to
That's what
cheat
I'm
Jeremy out of the experience of killing characters.
Killing a character.
No.
And
so
I'm just wondering if, or are we going to change that rule to make it different from now on? Because I'm fine either way.
well, so the DM reserves the right for rule of cool whenever he sees fit, whenever they see fit. So when a character is doing it, I'm a little more inclined, but also like I can kill you guys whenever I feel like.
That's fair.
And so it's like
And he doesn't feel like a.
Turns out there's actually 2 Balguras in the snow piles.
yeah. I mean,
That's fair. That's fair.
my worst nightmare.
2 Baggeros. There's 4. Okay. So there was a natural 1,
16.
16,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. So the 2 of you save.
Oh,
So you will take
Am
half
I-
as
me
much
too?
damage. Oh.
Yeah, she's there too. Naya is there
I'm on
too.
top of the
Oh
dragon.
shoot! Yeah, there's 4 of you there.
I'm on top
Wow,
of the first
yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, so it's you two.
22.
Okay,
Nice.
so the 3 of you save.
Half damage.
This still might kill you instantly, but it's less likely now. If we were doing
All
double
right.
damage, he'd be dead. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
And do I half this half because I am resistant to
20.
cold right now?
You have half of half. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would. It'll be half and then another half for you. You'll take a fourth.
I will half
technically.
the half.
Yeah, you'll take a fourth technically.
Cool.
So this is 37 points of damage
Okay.
total.
So I'm down, but I'm not.
So you are down, but you are not dead.
So
I need
The
to
3
Yeah.
of you.
Half that, so that'd be
I think this is
So,
the first time I've
19?
actually like gone down.
19 points of
Yeah.
damage for the rest of us.
You've been a great
Okay, wait,
cleric because
19
you don't
is what
go
you said?
down and you heal
Yes,
the
it'd be
ones
19.
that do.
And then for you,
So 9 for me or 10?
it would be
It's a 9.5.
It would be 10.
Okay, I will do 10.
So it'd be 10 points of cold damage for you.
I have been useless in this fight, which honestly
Okay.
makes sense because I just saw my dad and I'm probably kind of
You have been more useful than I have in this fight.
Yeah,
I promise you
Nazintor,
that.
what the heck are you doing?
I have an idea, and that's all I'm playing off of right now.
Right. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's not my turn yet.
Okay. Yeah, and so then the other dragon is going to stay kind of hovering above you guys, just kind of, as she says something in Draconic. Those of you that speak it, which is those 3,
The 2 dragonborns and the tiefling. Yes.
Yeah, so she speaks to her brother, basically just kind of checking up on him, asking how it's going, and he responds with their attacks are hurting. So
Good.
I'm gonna use this
Let me make
opportunity,
sure.
being unconscious, to go to the bathroom.
Cool.
It's okay, we'll try to keep your character from dying while you're in the bathroom.
Jeremy, if you do the thing where you attack a character while they're down to give them an instant fail for a death saving throw, I will destroy you.
Well, if he was
actually,
gonna
it's-
do that, he would have
it's 2
just
fails.
doubled the crit.
It's 2 fails.
You're right.
If he was gonna kill you, he would have already done it.
It auto crits and therefore gets 2.
okay, Navara.
Okay. I'm going to. Okay, so one of the dragons is on the ground, the other dragon is up in the air,
Correct.
and everybody else is like around.
We're all like
I'm
clustered on the dragon
so-
on the ground.
Think of me as like being a sandwich between the dragons because I'm on top of the first
Right.
one and then the second one is hovering over all of us.
Okay. Let's see.
We're all
Can I
snuggling
do-
with the male dragon and the female dragons.
Yeah.
Like what the heck?
Ooh. That's cool. That's the female one. That you
Okay.
Yeah.
just pulled in?
The one that's flying. Where are they?
So they're about So they're about 25 feet above you.
So they're just like directly above us.
Yeah.
So if I was going to...
I'm gonna put it there, but it's actually like hovering up above her brother.
Okay. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna just do a lightning bolt straight down on both of them.
Oh, can you call lightning
too.
bolt from
So
above?
call lightning's
That's
different. So you're
different.
just gonna
Oh.
shoot it from your finger.
Oh, well that's lame. Well, I mean, even still, I could do that.
Wait, which spell is this?
It's
Lightning
lightning
bolt.
bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
3rd level spell.
It's from me 100 feet.
And it hits anyone in a line.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she could.
So you can hit one of them. Or
So I'm
She's
gonna...
against, like, its face is right
Recommend
there.
the one in the air because I am on top of the one on the ground.
That's true.
Oh, it was nice knowing you.
It's
Okay.
good knowing y'all. It's a good party.
Yeah.
She's shooting a lightning bolt, and I think she's aiming it directly over Burks.
Or
Well,
no.
No, I'm kidding.
No, it's
I'm
directly
kidding.
over me, technically.
Yeah.
yeah.
She can definitely aim it to not hit Burks.
It can happen.
if you wanted to hit both dragons, you would have to like dive underneath the one in front of you so that you could then shoot it straight up.
But that would be pretty sick.
And then you
That
would
would
you
be
would
sick.
hit
And honestly,
But
Naya.
I would
I
hit
would
Naya.
take the damage. I wouldn't like it.
Do you
but-
want to?
No.
I'm like, I don't
but
want to do that.
8d6 lightning damage on a failed save.
Yeah.
Half as much on a successful one. And then anything.
And if you're wearing metal armor, it's at disadvantage.
So let's.
I am not
let's
wearing
just
anything
do...
flammable.
Well, I
gets
have-
You're a
breastplate.
gem dragon, though.
I have a yeah, I'm a gem dragon, and I'm wearing a breastplate. So,
So you would have disadvantage.
100%.
Yeah. So I'm going
I'd recommend
to.
not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I am going to. Oh, how would be as well. Okay, I'm going to. Man, y'all need to like spread away from the dragon because all my spells are like big range spells.
Okay.
I have done
I'm
my
not gonna
duty.
do that.
I am not a part of the group because I knew what would happen. I seen
I'm gonna move 20
cold
feet
breath before, frost breath before.
diagonal towards, like, the,
Towards the left?
yeah, like, so towards Treefell, but, like, still on the side of the dragon. No, sorry, other
Isn't
side.
that,
Because
isn't that
Treefell's over
Harkle?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then one more straight. Nope, sorry.
To-
This
the
way.
left.
To the left.
the left.
To the
Oh,
left.
one more like that?
No.
No, no, no.
Down two.
And-
Over
the
one
left.
to the left.
Yes.
So you're leaving its melee range.
Yes.
Okay.
So it gets an opportunity attack.
So I will take the opportunity attack
Okay,
real quick.
that's fine.
What's your does a dirty 20 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. A reaction. How does a reaction work when it comes to so if it has multi-attack, you only get one attack, right?
Correct.
Yeah, reaction is
Okay.
just you using one action to react.
Okay.
So it would get one bite or one tail attack or one whatever.
Okay.
And then now the rest of us can leave its area without getting a reaction because it's used as a reaction.
So that will be. I can math, I promise. 13 points of slashing damage as it wraps its head around and bites you.
Okay.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I don't know what I did.
Are you trying to represent Nazintor strangling the dragon?
Thank you.
It's like, does this actually work? It does.
That's crazy.
Then from that, I'm going to shoot above Naya to the second dragon. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna do lightning bolt.
Okay. And so you're just gonna hit the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a dex save.
That is a dex save.
Yes.
Okay. 17.
It's a 15. So it gets half.
Okay.
So that is 8d6.
Roll all sixes.
Okay.
3 points of lightning damage.
How many d6s was that?
8.
So you rolled almost 6s on all of them.
Yeah.
Edge.
Oh, how much
5
damage was that?
4s and a couple, and then like 3 6s.
How much damage was that?
So that's half damage
So
of
it's
33
33.
is going to be
15.
are we rounding up on damage, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be a 17.
16, yeah, 17.
17 lightning damage.
Jeremy just adds another 0.
Mm-hmm. Now it has 500 hit points.
Oh.
Okay. Let me math real quick. Hold on. All right. So our first friendly dragon is going to jump straight up. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Do better than I did.
Nat 20, yo!
Whoa!
Oh!
Finally.
Okay. So the question is, how do you want to do this? Do you want to hold on, or do you want to jump off gracefully?
Oh, let's hold on, baby.
Okay.
Rule of cool.
So the dragon jumps up into the air and immediately takes flight, and you have now just clung onto some of its spines on its back, and so it's now up in the air, and you are stuck onto it now.
I choose to be, though.
Correct.
So it's great.
Correct.
Plus,
All
I'm
according to
raging right
plan.
now, so I'm like, let's go.
As
Oh,
its
gosh.
action,
It's gonna backflop directly onto the ice.
Dive bomb.
Well, in that case, I would probably have to jump off.
I mean, are you still flying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
even
mean,
if you
my wings are still,
you still do have your wings.
out.
Yeah, so even if you get thrown off, you can still be out.
Because it's been what? This is the
Third.
third round?
Yeah.
Fourth round?
Technically, this. Oh no.
We had a
you didn't-
surprise round.
The surprise round, but she didn't have.
Yeah,
an
she didn't do her
action.
thing.
Right.
Yeah, so.
So it's the third round, but the fourth technically. Got it.
Okay, so you
Well, third since I spread my wings.
Yeah. so you still have 7 more rounds with your wings.
Okay.
Okay, so it is going to fly up as high as it can and then do a type of barrel roll
Do a barrel roll.
to try and knock you off. So you are currently 100 feet into the air. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I mean, what's nice is that it's doing that instead of actually attacking, so.
15 plus.
15. It's a dex.
Yes, dexterity saving throw.
16.
A 16 total. The 19. So you are flung off of the back.
I'm still flying though. Right?
That's true, you do have your wings. So
So I can probably catch myself pretty easily.
yeah, so it goes up and starts doing a barrel roll, flinging you off, and you fall for about 20, 30 feet
Okay.
before you're able to catch yourself with your wings. So you're now still 70 feet up into the air.
Heck yeah, let's go.
So you're looking down on everything right now. Okay. Hargul.
I'm gonna run over to Burks and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on him.
gosh!
So that's gonna be.
That was Tree Fell, by the way, if you couldn't.
Yeah. So we're gonna put 2d8. So that's 8 plus 3 plus 2. So that's gonna be
13.
Yeah, 13. And I'm gonna grab his hand and say, "Get up, we're not done yet, Chainbreaker," and pull him to his feet.
So you come back up and you are extremely cold. You have 1 point of exhaustion. And because of the cold, you have disadvantage on any strength or dex checks.
Fantastic. I'm alive!
And you have a -1 to all rolls.
Okay.
That's gonna
It's
be
fine, it's fine, I'm fine, it's fine.
So I mean, if you
Okay.
roll a natural 1, you just get a 0. What does that do?
I mean, a nat 1 is a nat 1 anyway, so
That
it's
just
fine.
kill you automatically.
Nat 1, you're just dead. Thank you. Ugh. Why is it so cold? Is this how you people normally feel? Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Pretty much.
This sucks.
You hear Nizintor's echoing voice. Get used to it.
Okay.
Okay, and then that's my action, and then I
Don't have any other bonus action. So
Okay.
that's Hargul's turn. Are you ready, Naya?
I am. Sorry, I'm going on vacation tomorrow, so my family is all like
What's
making
happening?
sure we're prepared.
Oh, I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
technically. So I have my hunter's mark on the first dragon,
Mm-hmm.
on the one that flew up with Naya on its back. Just as the last little bit of my turn, can I just kind of make a general check, magic sense, to see kind of where general area of where it's at?
Yeah, so you know that it is up at the top of the room.
Okay.
And you can't see it because his sister is directly above you.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm like,
kinda looming.
dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Exactly.
Which one?
Can we spread out really quick?
Naya.
Please don't stay close together.
Yes.
Can I still see the brother dragon that threw me off?
Yeah, so he's about 30 feet above you.
Alright. He can completely see me. He knows for sure that he flung me off and everything.
Oh, yeah. His sister is also 40 feet below you.
So you're right smack in the middle. You can hit whatever you want. You also have
Javelins.
breath weapon.
That's true too.
You have 3 uses of it still, so you can choose whatever you want.
What would Naya do?
Violence. Violence is what Naya would do.
Violence
Question is,
isn't the
What
answer.
kind
Which
of violence?
version?
Violence is a
violence.
question, and the answer is
Because-
yes.
Because, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up towards the brother, and I'm going to use my breath weapon on him. And because there's nobody near him, he can go crazy, and I won't be as worried about everybody, my party on the floor,
Okay.
because it's psychic, and it's a 15 foot cone. So I'll
Okay.
use like 15-20 feet to go up towards him, and then I'll breathe.
Okay.
Is it like a gas that comes out, or is it just like a roar?
Sonic wave or
I've-
something.
Or it's like a howl.
I've imagined it like a
A
very,
shriek.
very, very light green, very see-through gas.
Oh, okay.
That's how I see it, and it some people could barely see it.
That's fair. I like that.
Like it's almost like sheer looking, from my perspective.
I like that flavor.
It's not bad.
What is the saving throw it needs to make?
Well, I mean it's psychic. I don't know. I didn't write it down.
That should be a Constitution save. Here, I've got the book right here.
Thank you. I think that's in the.
It might be. It's in
Dragon
Dragon.
book?
It's in-
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got it.
Each
Oh.
creature in the area must make a DC 12 saving throw. Is what I have for mine.
But it's just a DC 12 what saving throw?
Yeah, because there's a couple different. So
The type is determined by your ancestry,
Yeah.
which
It
I
just
don't
is what.
know.
That's just the damage type. So it is a Dex saving throw.
Yeah. Okay.
DC 8 plus your Constitution plus
For-
your proficiency bonus.
For a gem dragon?
For a gem dragon.
Dex save. Okay.
They're. I think all
Yours
of them
is
are
probably
Dex
going to be
saves.
higher then, because your Constitution is higher than mine.
My constitution.
Because with
is-
it being a
I'm
psychic damage, I
proficient.
would have thought it would have been like
I'm
a wisdom
proficient in
save or
constant-
something.
I would think that would make
Constitution.
more sense if you choose. If you want, we can choose to make it a Wisdom save. I think that would make more sense, but it's up
like
to
a
you.
wisdom or intelligence save, with because it's psychic
It's
damage,
psychic
right?
It's psychic
Yeah.
damage. I would
Psychic
I
would
would
be
imagine it
intelligence, I
being a
think.
wisdom one because it's
Well,
it
a
can
lot
like
of
set people off.
I can still see it being a dexterity, just in the like to avoid it, you've got to move quickly
Mhm.
enough. So I see where it's coming from dexterity, but it does make sense to also potentially use wisdom. Or,
So I guess as the player,
Intelligence.
what would you like it to be? Because I'll allow either, but we just need to remember for the future. In terms of the dragon, it's the same save for it, so it doesn't matter on my end.
Let's have it be a
Which
wisdom.
one's higher?
Okay.
Is your constitution or wisdom higher?
My constitution is definitely higher.
But her Constitution is what got it's added. So the other creature makes a Wisdom save, but her spell save DC is based on her Constitution modifier and her proficiency.
Yeah.
Even if
I-
it's
I like
So
the
it won't
16?
change the DC at all.
I like the thought of them doing a wisdom throw.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so what is the save it needs to make?
Is
So
it 10 plus
8
proficiency plus
it's-
con?
8 plus Constitution plus proficiency. So it's 11 plus your Constitution modifier.
A 1. 12. DC 12.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Well, I roll a 3.
Good.
Finally.
What do you mean, finally? So, how much damage?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have...
Yeah, I have the DC.
Or it's a
12,
wisdom
two,
save.
2 D10s.
He just dies automatically if he fails the save.
So it makes it a 6 total.
Okay. A 3 and a 6.
Just make sure that there's no other modifiers or additions to that. It's just the damage.
Roll the exact amount of damage you need to kill whatever the target is.
Yeah, it's just the 2d10. There's no bonuses or anything.
Okay.
It's just the straight.
Am I? Is my fury, my rage, a part of that?
I think that only applies to melee
Okay.
weapon attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I know that does for regular rage, but I was wondering about my divine fury. But that's okay.
No, I think it's still...
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
you're a
that's
barbarian.
9.
It's 9.
9.
So, you let out your breath weapon, and this, as you described it, kind of this light misty smoke floats over towards it. And you watch as the dragon is hovering there for a moment. You just catch as it's swooping in. You watch as it twitches for a small second and then fall limp as it falls to the ground. And I need everyone on the ground to roll me a dexterity saving
No,
throw
freaking no!
so that you can run away from the dragon.
No!
No! I rolled a 1!
No!
You rolled a 2!
This was not my fault!
7!
I am so glad I have made different life choices
So
than the 3 of you.
does his sister have to
me,
make
I'm
the dex
trying to
save?
leave.
Because if she's above us,
Probably.
So-
That's a good point.
Please save,
I'm gonna
please save
take
the
this-
sister dragon takes so much of that damage.
if I'm taking
Okay,
this
but the problem
damage,
is he would just hit her, and then the two of them would fall on top of you.
No!
Well, technically not. Because is the sister in the air?
Yeah.
Sister's in the air, but he would just
Okay.
knock her down as well. But she does fail, so she is also going to take this damage.
Oh my gosh!
See, this is one of the fun things as a DM that you have to try and figure out. It's like, how much damage would the body of a dragon do as it falls 100 feet in the air?
This is not what I wanted!
Technically, that would be...
So did we just become the Dragonborn party?
The dragon squished party.
I'm just saying. Depending on HPs here and how much damage gets done, this could get real weird.
9.
Naya Frostbane.
Is it more than 13 damage, Jeremy?
Naya the Betrayer.
Well, I'm gonna roll 10d6.
It's the next knowing y'all.
Hey,
So-
maybe it's a 1 on each of those.
Hey, if it's higher than a gosh dang 57, I die.
Yeah.
I have more. I have more
You're gonna
spell
die.
slots.
What did
I
you
have
get?
Relentless.
I
For
do
your
have
attack?
2
What?
potions.
7.
A 7.
I just killed my party.
Please tell me Nazentor can watch this happen.
Oh my gosh.
I will never let her live it down.
No one.
Treefall dies right
No-
now.
no
Nazentor will
one-
never let Naya down.
No one knows what's
Wow.
happening. No one
I
sees this
rolled
coming. No one saw her do this. It's just suddenly the
garbage.
dragon falls from the sky and lands on
I
us.
was hoping that it would just fly around a lot in the air and then
Well, if you're
land
gonna-
into a wall or something.
You're gonna knock it out, just right then and there. I mean, it's not your fault. You
It's
killed
not
the
your fault. That
dragon.
would absolutely put it on Jeremy. is
So
what I
that
would
is
do.
16 points of damage.
16. That's
Or
it.
sorry, 26.
26.
Oh,
okay.
26 points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh, I'm still up.
I am down.
And
Okay, I have exactly 2 minor healing potions. Hold your horses, you two.
Dead.
No,
Gone.
No, you're not.
no. No.
There's also another dragon still, so we have to deal with that too.
and to be honest, I probably could have done more damage. That's just the damage of him falling from that height. That's not taking into account the fact that 2 dragons just fell on top of you.
Well, why do you...
Are we prone now? I assume.
Yes, everyone is now prone and underneath
Kill
dragons.
Not Nazentor!
Nazentor's
what?
not.
Nazentor!
No help! I'm just
So
gonna go,
Nazentor
time.
just hears this big
I'm just
boom.
gonna go cry. I'm gonna go cry. Bye.
Nice knowing y'all.
Oh my gosh.
You see your max HP at 68? Mine is less than half that.
Yeah, well, you still have been no help.
No, and that is perfectly fine because I had an idea and it's probably not going to turn out, but I was going for it anyways. Because I thought those two would have some kind of a brood or nest of eggs that they would protect and I was going to use as a ransom.
Well, that's going great.
They're young.
Yep.
They're young dragons.
Well, I assumed that they were a family and that
They're
they
brother
would be-
and sister, so
Yeah.
we're not from Alabama. This is the North.
But mom and dad could potentially have brother and sister guarding younger siblings.
Like they're gonna care. They would eat their siblings.
White
How
dragon.
you doing over there, George?
I'm doing great.
He's squished.
I'm so sorry.
It happens. This is D&D, baby. Well, this is what it's all about.
If he hadn't flown just straight up,
And you had disadvantage on that. That's the
yeah, I
worst
had,
part.
the other roll, just so you know, was an 18.
I've been trying to get away from you guys for like the
we keep
past 3
following you
rounds.
because the dragons are following you.
I know, but stop it!
Naya, is there anything else you want to do?
All of my
Cry.
attacks are gonna hit you
I start
guys.
crying.
If you
I
guys
took the
I
headphones off
just
mostly because
legit
my ears
start
are
like
kinda itchy. It's fine.
screaming and crying and just be like, oh my gosh, I just killed my party. Can I like use the rest of my action to like just swoop down? Just
So
try to
you've
get as
only
close
got-
to them as I can.
Like
You've
10
only
feet
got
of
like 10 or 15 feet of movement left. So
But she didn't have to move up to the dragon,
She
right?
did
She did.
15
Yeah.
feet.
I
Oh,
only
never
did
mind.
Yeah,
like
so you have
15.
15 feet.
So
Yeah,
you-
15
oh, so
feet.
you
So
should
you have
have
25.
Okay, so you can go 25 feet down.
Yeah, 40. Oh, yeah, flying.
So you're like still 50 feet up.
Okay.
It's fine.
Awesome,
It's fine.
Nazentor, you're up.
Okay.
Hey, bro.
I want
going.
to try to get on that ledge and see if I can shoot down at this other dragon that's still alive.
All you hear is just boom.
Yeah. You just watch, right as you're climbing, just this huge creature thing just falls straight past you, and just this huge boom as the ice and everything, like 10 to 20 feet out, is just cracked underneath. The ground is just decimated.
I really wish I could see Naya right now. Oh my gosh, how much I wish I could see Naya right now.
You don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, you don't know what I did.
Nope.
All,
I wish I did though.
You hear boom and look over and see where your party members were. It's a crumple mass of
So
white
it takes you
scales.
20 feet to get over onto
Okay.
onto the ledge, but you are able
Oh,
to
if
get
could
there.
cast a spell.
Can I
I
get
am
to the
so
edge
sorry,
of it
guys.
and
That was
see
not my
the
plan.
second
I know.
dragon?
Say again?
Can I get to the edge of it and see where the second dragon is?
So it is.
They're both on top of each other right now, my dude.
They're both on top of us right now.
Yeah.
Oops, not that one.
The dead one's on top of the other one, just so.
I don't think it's dead. Is it dead? Or did I just knock it out?
It's right now just prone, along with everybody else.
I did not kill
It is not dead.
Oh, you just knocked it out.
Oh,
of
the
sky.
first one. Oh, the first one's dead. The second one is.
Oh, I
not.
killed the brother.
Wait, the dragon's
Yeah.
dead?
Yeah, she killed
First
the
one
first
is.
one.
Oh.
I killed the brother.
Okay, my hopes for
Okay,
survival are a little high.
so-
Okay.
So you have 10 feet of movement left of your movement,
So sisters
and you can
underneath
dash
brother,
as your bonus action.
but on top of us.
I'm just
5,
wanting to see if I
10,
can.
15,
At
20.
least I
It
killed
would take
the
you
brother.
about 20 feet of movement to get out to like the very edges of it.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Are any of my allies within 5 feet of it?
We're all underneath it, so
They're
uh,
all
Except for
over
me.
here.
we're within like no feet of it. We're touching
like,
it.
two of
It's
us
sitting
are
on
dead.
top of us.
Yeah.
Except for me, I'm trying to fly back down. to
So
it.
I'm the only one that's conscious. That's under it. Everybody else is squidged.
Oh my gosh. I
Y'all
can't-
need to stop. Like, and leave me alone.
I'm sorry. This wasn't my plan.
I mean, did you think you were gonna kill it in that turn?
No.
So, yeah, honestly, dropping it was a huge surprise, and I'm like, oh, why does it drop? Oh, because it's dead. Okay, that'll do it.
I also fall over when I'm dead.
Did you
Well,
know?
I thought it was
people
just gonna
die
go
when they're
crazy
killed.
and fly and then ram itself into a wall or something.
Oh, you know, you killed it. So you did your job.
Okay, but I feel bad.
Oh boy.
So you're at the
So-
edge of the platform. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna shoot down at dragon number 2.
So
you can't
You
get to
can't
dragon
see
number
it.
2.
It's underneath dragon number 1.
Yeah, so if you shoot
and
down.
right now it's also like just this conglomeration of
White, scaly limbs.
yeah,
and
scaly
flopping.
limbs and everything.
You could
So
hold an action.
roll me a perception check to see if you can like tell the difference between the two.
Yeah, that's a no. That's a
Okay,
8. That's
so
an 8.
so we could roll a just a die, and you know if you get one, then you hit one dragon. If you hit the other, then you hit the other dragon. If that makes sense. So you could leave it up to chance.
You can take a shot. I would say take a shot. If you hit something, then we roll to find out which one it hits.
It's gonna hit me.
You're underneath both of them. It has to go through both of the dragons to get to you.
And just to be clear, there's nothing special about this ledge at all, right? I didn't
No.
notice anything.
No, it's I guess you wouldn't necessarily know what the ledge is for, but no, there's nothing special about it. Navarra would.
She's currently sat on.
I'm sorry. Are you okay, George?
I'm like spacing out. There's so much information going on. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I feel you.
You're currently
It's like-
unconscious.
I'm currently
squished-
unconscious, and so is my brain. So my brain is just like, it's all good.
Currently
Oh, thank you.
unconscious under a dragon.
And also my ears were itching, so I took off the
Okay.
headphone. That's the main reason why.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that... Okay. Sorry, just trying to figure this out here. If that's where where the dragon number 1 is, that's where everything currently is, correct?
Yes, everybody is under there.
Well, yeah. Well, so really, everyone,
We're on.
everything is in this grouping.
Okay.
So everything is happening right there. I just can't put things on top of each other, otherwise I
Yeah,
lose
that's what
them.
I'm trying to figure out. I picked the wrong freaking ledge. Dang it.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Pick a different ledge.
I should've.
Like, what's the range
Skill
of your
issue.
crossbow? Like, you could.
It's 320 feet.
Okay, so you could
Not a
still
range.
hit.
But I can't see it, so it's definitely going to be a disadvantage. Honestly, I don't think I would even see anything going on with that perception roll.
Well, you know that it's there. There's enough ambient light from the door being open that you can see the pile of dragons. You know, it's not a doggy pile; it's a dragon pile. It's a draggy pile. Anyway,
I feel like
The
I
draggy
wouldn't
pile.
shoot.
That's her team name now, the Draggy Pile.
That has some
Nice.
connotations that I'm not sure I feel like.
No, you're right. Let's not do that.
No, I like the fearful folks or whatever it
The
was.
fearful folk.
Yeah, because that's really going to strike fear into the hearts of your enemies.
Oh yeah.
Who are you to come and disturb my slumber?
The fearful folk.
We
It
are the
lowers their
fearful
expectations
folk.
so that they don't take us seriously.
The fearsome folk.
Yeah.
Fear factor? I don't know.
Because you could ready an action, like someone said.
I think Nazentor actually is just gonna sit down on the ledge.
Coward.
And he's pissed off right now. He had an idea of what he thought was gonna happen. Because he thought that there would be a nest of some sort up on one of these ledges. But he can't see anything. And he's gonna just start struggling with the fact that he just abandoned his friends. To
Yeah,
potentially
jeez.
die for nothing. So he's not gonna do anything.
Okay. So, Burks,
On conscience.
I need you to make me a death saving throw.
Oh no.
If I hit a nat 20, does it give me an action?
No, it
No.
revives you.
No, it gives you 2 successes.
Out of 3.
Okay,
Yes.
because I was with the group that
Oh.
rolled that if you got a nat 20, let you get up with 1 hit point.
I was gonna say I thought it stabilized him at 1 hit point, but yeah, never mind.
15. One success.
All right.
Dragon number 2.
Dragon
Should
number
you?
2.
Should you take out 1 because it's dead?
Yeah.
Thank you. I
No,
appreciate
because it's gonna be a zombie now.
it. No.
Oh gosh.
Zombie dragon
Oh,
dies in its lair. It becomes zombie.
that's
You
terrifying.
think you killed me? Ha! That was my first life.
I am cat. I have 9.
Oh no!
Joke's on you. You were dealing damage to my chair. There was a
Okay.
game where the main villain is wearing a shirt and it shows his hit points out of 0 to 100, and then at one point he loses the shirt and then his hit point goes up to 200. So it's oh, so the shirt had 100 hit points. Is what you're telling me? Okay.
That almost sounds like Kingdom Hearts to me.
That would be a Kingdom Hearts thing to pull off for sure.
100%. Especially with the nobodies, when they take off their coat, they're just so much stronger. It's dude.
Yeah. It's so that health bar was for your coat. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so, the
Second one.
second dragon stands up and kind of shrugs off her brother and takes a couple of steps back as her breath weapon recharges.
Aww.
And-
Hey, am I caught in that?
Straight up, I am so not gonna
Really
handle
sorry.
this well.
You are as well.
Can you not?
We're about to get 2 extra
Yeah.
death savings. Cool.
Wait, are you also down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you not?
I have
Please?
10 hit points.
Unfortunately, that's how the game
Yeah.
goes. I'm really
I
sorry.
am honestly I'm sorry.
The Zentor, this is
I'm
gonna be
having
your
a mental
moment.
breakdown right now. I'm sorry.
The Zentor, this is your moment. You're gonna have to save the whole party.
So,
I'm sorry about this. I'm having serious anxiety right now.
you good?
Do you need a break?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Hey, from this point on, she's stepped back. You can shoot at her specifically.
Yeah, she has separated herself from the
Yeah.
from the group. Okay, so all right. So who all is still caught in here? The 3 of you. So you can roll a death or a dexterity
If-
save.
Okay, if I take more than 63 damage, I am dead.
Okay.
Straight up.
So with only 10d6, I cannot do that much damage.
Okay. That is a 2.
Can I
Plus
give
4.
him my natural 20. Free natural 20, please.
You can.
You can, but I wouldn't.
Why?
I would not do that on this. I will be okay.
He has 10 hit points.
And it'll go down to
Half damage is still gonna kill him.
And
Okay,
I will not go down though. I will have 1 hit
You
point
also
because
have
of relentless
endurance.
endurance.
True.
So, let's
Okay,
just put
as
that out there
as long
first
as
and
you
foremost.
don't go down, I
Oh
will
yeah,
give
see,
it
even
to
with
you.
this, you can do
Because
relentless
I only
endurance.
have
Doesn't matter if
2
if
healing
it does
No,
60 points of
if it
damage.
kills me outright, then
Well,
I think
yeah,
that's enough.
but I
So-
can't do 63 points of damage.
So then you don't even need to roll. So they've got 2 death saves, and I've got it.
if you're to give it to anyone, one of these two
I would give
be...
it to one of
Oh,
those 2.
yeah, no, I only have 2 healing potions, so that's why I'm like, I'm going to dive down
I'm saying
to
that
this
the
I would-
nat
3.
20.
And I can only heal
Okay.
1 person
Because
on
this
my
is...
next turn.
Yeah.
I only have 1
You
action to
can
heal.
give a nat 20 to Trifo and revive him instantly because he's already saved.
Once, yeah.
When
That's
he
true.
gets to his turn, technically.
Yeah.
Okay. If I don't get to them on
that's
time
a
either,
lot
that's
of high
the other thing.
numbers.
Oh.
Oh, that's a lot of high numbers.
Can you not?
It's not gonna really matter because I mean you two just instantly take two
Failures.
fails.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, that's a lot
That's
of
a
high
beauty.
numbers. So
No, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it to you.
I would give it to him. 'cause
Give it
No,
to
but
him.
your turn is next.
No.
But he can revive.
He will just automatically revive if you give it
No,
to him.
I see
can
where she's
heal.
coming from.
I can heal her.
No, I see
on
where
my
she's
next
coming
turn.
from. You take another death saving throw, you die.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I'm like.
You have Revivify.
Oh,
though.
but her
I
turn
do have
comes.
Revivify.
and your turn is next.
true.
He does have Revivify though.
so that's
I will
45 points
point
of
that
cold
out.
damage.
45.
I'm at 1 hit point now. I went, and then.
And you're like, ah! Hey guys, it's cold. Anyone else?
I'm gonna say I still think Sorry, Navarra,
Go for it.
but no, I'm not gonna say that because that's metagaming. I'd say
It's up. It's
it
up
is
to
your choice. That is what would Naya do?
How about I roll, and then we'll see where we're at.
Yeah, it's her turn, so.
Okay. So not a whole lot changes this go around.
So I just have to roll higher than a what?
Higher. It's higher
10
than
or
a 10.
higher.
Or no, it's
10
Higher
or
than a
higher.
nine?
it's 10 or higher.
Sorry,
10 or
higher than a 9.
10!
10.
Right, that's one.
So that is 1 success and 2 failures.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Hargul.
I'm still like next to my wife, right? I'm on the ground. Neither
Mhm.
of us obviously got up. I just reach over, touch her, and cast Cure Wounds. I'm also using my second level spell slot for this.
All right.
Oh, and as a bonus action, I get to move my Hunter's Mark from the dead dragon to his sister.
Okay.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to stand up. So let's.
Honey, be careful.
7, a 4, and +2, so that's gonna be a 9, 13. You regain 13 hit points. That's my second level slot is gone.
Okay, so I don't have another death saving throw.
Nope, you're
I'm at-
clear.
Nope, you are
Yep,
now-
it's completely cleared now.
You are
Okay.
now conscious
Okay.
Holy
with
crap.
1 point of exhaustion.
Okay, let me put that on there.
And we're doing the 1 D&D rule, so everything's -1.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Everyone take a deep breath. We got this.
Now it's
Naya.
Naya's turn.
Okay. I moved like another 20 feet down towards them, and I was like 50 feet up in the floor.
Yeah.
The ground. So how?
So you're still 50 feet above the ground right now. So you're still 50 feet above them.
Well, no, and then I used the rest of my action to get closer. So now am I at like 30 feet
The
away?
rest of her movement. No, so you're still at 50 feet.
You were at 50
Yeah, so-
feet.
So
last
you can
time.
move 40 feet, get within 10 feet off the ground, and then breath weapon the dragon, or it's large creatures. You can probably hit it while you're still in the air, because that takes up a 10-foot by 10-foot cube, right?
Yeah.
So you can get close enough to hit it. You'll still be in the
Okay,
air.
how far away is the dragon away from them?
From them, it's only like 10 feet.
Because of the cone.
So it would really be right there,
So
right next to
you
this. Como se dice, the stalagmite.
So you can breath weapon again, or you can get in close and hit it 2 more times with your flaming sword. Or you can try and you can try and.
Am I closer to the dragon than I am to them? This is my.
It's really 6s. I mean, because you're like kind of more or less directly above everybody.
Okay. Okay, here's my other question. Could I like go down 40 feet and then hand one of my healing potions over to Hargul and then Hargul give it to Treefell?
That could be.
You're still 10 feet in the air, so
Yeah, I
probably
would
have
toss
to-
it down to you.
You would toss it down. I would consider, because there's a free action that lets you interact with one object or feature of the environment. So I would consider that, because I mean that's just pulling it out of your bag and tossing it down.
So that's like a bonus action kind of a thing.
It's a free action.
free
It doesn't count towards your bonus or
Okay.
actions. Or
I wanna
anything.
do that. I wanna have him give one of my potions to Spurks.
Okay.
It's not his turn though, so.
It's not. It'll be Zintor's turn before it's mine, and then it'll be Burke's. I can't get to him, and he's got 2 fails and 2 and
He has 2 of each.
no, he's got
no
1
success,
6 and
2
2 fails.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's like even if you give me the potion, like I can give it to him after he's up or after he rolls. So either after he dies, or after he saves. So that's
Okay,
all.
well
depends
then,
on
well
what he
then
rolls.
I'm just gonna give you my 20 then, my free birthday 20.
We'll see if I need it though first.
Okay.
So, I would. The dragon's still there, and it can hit us with another set of
Okay,
attacks.
I'm gonna go towards the dragon. I've still got that long sword. I'm gonna try to hit it with the long
Okay.
sword.
So you swoop down and and while doing so, you pull out your sword again, which erupts into flame. Roll your attack.
Okay.
10 plus
10 plus, I think it was 7, wasn't it?
So that should hit.
Yeah.
That does hit.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay. Green is fire damage. Okay, that's a 6 for fire damage. Then, because I'm still in rage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage.
No.
Oh, that's regular, and then an extra 6 of fire.
So 15 points of damage.
Correct.
That's on their first strike. You get another swing.
How do you want to do this?
Really? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go straight up just at its freaking face. And I stab it in the eye with my fiery longsword.
All right. So you swoop down with all of the rage that you can muster, watching as your friends have been smushed and hit with breath weapon and cold, and you yourself are cold right now, which just makes you even angrier. And so just this rage, this fire within you that is being manifested through this sword, you basically ascend into a free fall as you go straight towards the dragon, long sword outstretched, and you perfectly align it with the eye of the dragon that sinks in, and you can feel the squish as it goes all the way down to the hilt, and the dragon just immediately goes limp and drops from beneath you.
Not on them.
No,
Nope,
because it's
10 feet away.
Good.
insult to injury.
No more of that.
Okay.
Are we out of combat?
No.
No, not until everyone finishes their death saving throw.
That's right.
For the most part, though,
Which it's just you now, Burks.
yeah. So it's Nazintor.
If he has
Is
any
next.
actions to take.
I'm not close enough to do anything to get to you.
Do you have anything to light anything? Like so you can see around?
He's got a candle lit.
Yeah, but
I have
you
a
can only
candle.
see like 5 feet around him.
And I think he's having a moment.
Maybe you could like spread your wings and start to fly down towards us.
I don't think he can
No.
fly.
He doesn't have wings. He's a black dragonborn, not a metallic dragon, or not
Or
gem.
gem.
Yeah, don't
I thought you
take
had wings. Never
I
mind.
have wings, but they don't work.
Oh, okay.
They're not strong enough to carry my body.
I didn't know that.
It's one of those like flavor things more than anything.
Yeah.
Like you have wings and like they're there, but they're
Yeah,
they're like either
not,
broken
you can
or
tell
they're too
very
small.
quickly that they're not strong enough to carry me.
Okay.
Like you can barely even see them type of a deal.
They're like little tiny wings.
Pretty much.
Like you have like the bones are there, but they don't really do anything yet.
That makes
Anyway,
sense.
14 success.
Yay!
Good.
Nazintor is gonna
Navarra?
start walking to the second floor, but he's in his own head right now. Completely.
So you're gonna climb down again.
Yeah, he's just gonna.
Roll me a acrobatics check.
It's gonna be at disadvantage,
Okay.
and it was a 3, so that's a 9 total.
9 total. So, so you go and you get started, and you're kind of placing your pickaxes into the same place as you were as you start climbing back, and you get about halfway back the way that you came as you sink it into it, but then just as you pull out your other axe, it slips out, and you do drop, and you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from fall.
Sorry, how many?
8 points. You are now on top of the stairs.
Prone.
Yeah. So you fall onto the stairs and you're prone.
It's definitely a Harry and Marv moment from Home Alone where I'm just going. Yeah, that's. I'm just any movement, anything I have left with dash and double dash. I'm just gonna keep heading upstairs.
Okay.
Heading upstairs.
Which is how much movement altogether?
If I, all
you-
of my movement total can be 90 feet. I don't know how much I would have used to get halfway there and like
And then stand back up.
then stand back up. So I'm not sure how.
So you're
much
probably back at the landing here.
Yeah.
Okay, Navarra.
Okay, so we're gonna check. How's everybody doing?
I'm still down.
Obviously,
Burks.
you're down. You're in. You just.
You just killed two
Just,
dragons.
so
the
I'm
dragon.
over there with the dragon right
Yeah.
now.
Trying to pull your sword out of the dragon's face.
Yeah. And like making sure it's dead. Like I probably am gonna stab
His
it a couple
blood
more
is
times.
freezing
Just like,
over
"Grr."
as he's laying
I am
there.
at 1 hit point.
And you have no
You
idea
were both
where I
at
am.
1 hit point.
I'm at 13
She's
now.
at 13.
you're at
I
13.
healed her
Yeah,
13.
he healed me.
But yeah, Treefill's still unconscious. I'm there, but I'm
Yeah.
breathing heavy.
So I'm gonna hook under you, and we're gonna make our way to Treefield.
Okay. So that's just your movement.
Which is just, I mean, you're all right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So-
I literally I could reach out and touch both of you, but you're
Gotcha.
my wife, so I reach out
Yeah.
and healed you first.
Good man.
Okay, let's see. Can I sense it? Like, is there anything else that seems amiss? Like, do we sense any other danger, or can I? Does it seem
So-
like there's anything else?
So, I mean, it is about this point where the corpse of the first dragon begins to glow, just ever so slightly. And Naya, you notice on your forearm, you grow a patch of white scales.
I don't like that.
And as those as soon as those have grown, the light on the corpse of the first goes away.
Like my whole arm?
Just you just have like a patch, just kind of on your forearm.
Fizz-bands.
Okay.
So you know exactly what I'm.
I need to look exactly, but I have a gist of what is going on. That's awesome.
Oh, it's good?
Oh, it's so
I
good.
don't feel good right now.
So, but otherwise, everything else seems fine. It's gone back to that eerie quiet.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna, since I've checked in with them, I'm gonna make my way towards Nizentor and like up the stairs.
Okay, are we out of initiative order at this point?
Once Burks is revived.
Okay, I think it's
If you're not gonna revive, if you're not gonna.
I don't have a way to revive him.
You have cure wounds.
No, I don't.
Did you choose not to take?
I don't have it.
Oh, well, I do. So I'm casting cure wounds on Burks at level 1 because that's all I've got.
Okay.
So.
So you are revived.
Oh
from...
man, I rolled a 1 on that die, so you have 3 hit points.
Better than
Way
nothing.
better than
But it's
0.
cure wounds, isn't it? Isn't it a D8?
I rolled a 1 on a D8, and
Oh,
I have
okay.
a +2 from my
okay.
spellcasting ability.
It sounded
He's not a
like a
cleric.
D4. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that is a boop on the nose and like you can breathe. Congratulations.
Right. And he wakes up with a oh, right. I mean,
Did we win?
you now have 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh, why is it so cold?
Okay,
And I
I make my
just
way.
You guys would see
Yeah,
me before
where-
I went
But we are
upstairs.
out of initiative order
I'll
now.
just-
Okay, I make my
Yeah,
way
I'm-
over to these
I'm
three.
straight up leaving.
Where-
Going upstairs.
Where is everyone?
I'm gonna cast cure wounds on myself as well, because I'm at currently 1 hit point.
Okay.
From the blast. So.
I make my way over to these three and I'm like, "Okay,
6.
who is like at the most damage right now?"
Before I leave, I will drop all the
I'm
healing
not feeling
potions
great.
that I have
About 3 out of
On
4.
that landing.
Like if I were to
Two
put it into
Okay.
a
on
fraction,
the
it'd be
landing
344.
so that they can see it.
Okay,
Okay.
I give Burks one of my healing potions.
It's okay. I got one as well. I think. Wait. I think I already have one actually. I do have a greater healing potion.
Oh, I only have minor ones.
Okay, I have a greater one.
Okay, do you want?
I
Do you
will.
want my
I'll,
minor one still?
I'll just take my own. It's okay.
Okay.
How much is a greater healing potion again?
44, or is it 64?
I think it's 4.
Let's
double
Good
check.
question. I don't
Let
know
me
how much
double
a
check
greater is.
really quick.
Oh, 4D4. I'm like 44, and that's where his hit points.
I know,
That's
I
how
was
many
like,
That's my
points
hit
he
points.
has.
That's my actual
No
hit points. That's
way.
crazy.
While they're healing up, I'm gonna
4d4
stumble my
plus
way over
4.
to Naya, and
6,
I'm like look
8.
at her, look at both of the dragons, and then back to her, and then back to both of the dragons, and then back to her.
And it's probably at this point that the corpse of the second one begins to grow as well. Or
Grow.
glow. Sorry.
Glow.
It just grows.
It's
inside.
growing
like,
and it's gonna blow up and kill everyone.
The two of them morph into one. There is now an ancient dragon. Everyone
Fudge!
And the Zentor's on the second floor saying whatever he's saying in his head as you guys die to an ancient dragon.
So-
as I chug it, I look around. Where is Nizentor?
So the second corpse starts to glow. As you're looking back and forth between the two of them, you watch as both of her eyes turn a milky white.
What the heck is this?
You don't know your eyes are milky white.
Can
True, but like I feel.
I, can I make an
I feel,
Arcana check
okay?
to
I feel
kind of see if I know
Are you
anything
okay?
about what just happened?
You can certainly try.
It's probably not gonna go well, but we're gonna
Okay,
try
I
Can
don't
I
want to
assist?
freak you out, but your arm
Yeah.
is white and so are your eyes.
Well, I know that my
actually,
arm is white, but my eyes.
Dirty
are
20.
Correct.
I
Okay.
I need help.
You have heard of
Stay calm.
stories
Stay calm.
of certain types of certain dragons more or less leaving
Like a boon.
yeah the person who kills the dragon is left with some kind of a mark showing them as being the victor over a dragon. It's usually when the dragons have a strong horde or a strong type of magic, when they basically just that amount of energy that is possessed kind of leaches out into the world around it and leaves its mark, and typically it is on the person that kills it.
So I'm just gonna turn to you. I'll look at your arm. I'll look back at your eyes. Congratulations, Naya Dragonsbane.
The flip.
And then I'm gonna like turn your wrist over to show you the white scales. You've been marked as a dragon slayer. Part of their magic has marked you as one who is superior.
And you can look
Oh,
in
dear.
like your reflection of the floor or the walls if you walk up to
I
it,
can
and
see
you can
my
see your
white
eyes.
Are they like gloss? Or
Something
is it
milky?
just that my pupils are white?
No, like your whole eye has become right where I assume before you probably had like a green or something
Or
type
I had
eyes.
purple eyes.
or purple eyes. They're now just a white.
That's terrifying.
Awesome.
Can she get a +1 to intimidation?
Yeah, right?
I already have pretty good to intimidation.
That's awesome.
Okay. Y'all, I feel this I feel like I look weird. Do I look okay to y'all?
You seem fine.
Okay.
I think we have more pressing matters, though.
What?
Nazintor's done this once before, and I think he's doing it again. I think we should go find him. I don't see him here.
What? He did what?
I don't see Nazintor. Let's go find him.
So,
Duh.
meanwhile, I've been, like,
You went after.
I went after, like, up, trying to go up the stairs.
All right. Well,
I follow right behind.
I'm
now we're
using
all following
of
you
my
now.
movement
So yeah,
to
you're
do it.
probably a good ways ahead of us
Yeah.
because
90
we've had this
feet
conversation.
per whatever amount of time has passed by.
As we're heading, I'm just gonna stop Treefell and say, before we go after that, do you need some time with your father?
Oh fudge.
Not right now. Nazintor's more important. We need to find him.
Maybe on the way out.
On the way
Also,
back out.
whichever one of you gets up there first, you'll see 2 minor healing potions on the landing.
Oh.
No, Treefell's gonna just say, like, my father did nothing for me. Nazintor has been a great friend. We're finding Nazintor.
Oh. Okay. I'm pretty pissed at him right now, though. So
And I'm gonna
yeah,
start.
let's find him so then I can punch him.
And I'm gonna
Can I
honestly, I'm
hear
just
them
gonna start
talking
running.
with
Like I'm
the
gonna
echoes?
start doing dashes.
You can't really make out any because I mean it's reverberated so many
that's what I was
times.
wondering.
You can definitely hear like the sounds, but you cannot make out any
You
coherent
could probably
messages.
clearly make out my what?
What?
Where is he?
What?
Yeah, when you guys are talking in character, I want to try and turn on the reverb just because
Like it.
Okay,
You're technically-
you can do it. You can do
You know
it
what?
now.
Since I'm Treefell's actually cold now, I actually have a character voice to do. It's great. Oh, it's just someone in pain constantly.
It's 5 o'clock.
Oh, jeez.
It is.
I'm good for.
I'm honestly fine. Whatever you're feeling.
I'm feeling great.
Doesn't sound till 7.
And we're good.
Yeah, we're good till like 6-ish.
Okay, let's go for a little bit longer.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's find Nazintor.
Okay, so Navara, you
Yes.
being the first one, you do find those two healing potions.
I'll put them in my pouch.
So Nazintor, so you get up into the second level, and this is so you notice so this it's getting darker, but you do notice still some of those oddities in the floor again. What do you do? So relatively the room is still very large, but it's not as big because you're in the second tier of that tiered cake. So this is only like 100 feet by 100 feet probably. Or sorry, it was 300 feet before. So now it's like 200 feet probably. And this is, you see kind of these mounds kind of just placed all over the floor. It's hard to tell with how dark it is, but it is still, again, a relatively open space.
And you have your candle.
And you do have your candle. So that does help.
Can I see where these weird claw marks are? Like, are they going in a certain direction?
They're kind of all over the place. Roll a wisdom check. We'll call it a survival check.
8.
An 8. So you noticed the deep grooves that I mentioned before, and this time you notice that the smaller ones are kind of over top of it, and then there are larger ones over top of those, and then the most recent are the lighter ones again, the smaller little tracks.
Okay, would I be intelligent enough to realize that that's probably like a family of dragons that keeps
Like
generations have gone through here?
I think that that's a fair thing to deduce.
And I assume I'll probably be coming up the stairs and noticing that as well and making investigation
Yeah,
checks,
I'm
survival
still gonna
checks.
full dash up as far as I can.
Okay. There is another set of stairs on the... so you come up on this wall, obviously. Let's see here. Let's get something bigger. More easily seen. So you come up on this wall. There is another set of stairs over on this wall,
Yeah,
heading up that way.
I'm gonna head for it.
Okay.
How far are we behind?
The closest one is definitely Navarra, but he is getting a lot farther than she is, because your dash is what? I mean, your movement is...
He can do 90, you can probably do 60.
With a dash.
Yeah.
With how many rounds have passed, technically?
Yeah.
Plus, I definitely had at least 180 feet
Head start.
Yeah.
Especially since you were walking while we were recuperating.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, so the closest one is Navarra, probably very closely followed by Hargul, and then the two of you, because you two were discussing his father
Yeah.
before he decided to that we're all going after Nizintor. So,
And I'm also, at this point, I'm going to keep an eye out for that shard of the sword that we're looking for.
okay.
So as I'm going through, I'm just going to keep my eye out for anything that I would consider secret passages, places to hide items, or places where that shard might potentially be.
Okay.
So that might slow me down eventually a little bit. But I am just going to try to stay as far away from my party right now as I can.
Okay. So do you head towards the stairs? Do you investigate the room?
I'm just going to glance in the room as I'm heading towards the stairs.
Okay. You don't see anything that you think would be necessarily needful.
Then I'll keep heading upstairs.
Okay. And everyone else is just following, just trying to find Nizintor.
Yep.
Okay. So Nizintor, you make it up to the 3rd level, and this room has a lot more light. You notice that there are window portal type things kind of up in the top of, and this room is about 100 feet by 100 feet. You're at the last tier of the building. But these windows shed light into the center of the room, where you see a pedestal surrounded by the skeleton of a humongous dragon, and directly close to it, the decaying corpse of another humongous dragon. The decaying corpse is very clearly a white dragon. You would have considered it an ancient dragon during its lifetime, but it has since lost its...
Does it look like it's been eaten?
Nope. But both of these are kind of curled up next to this pedestal that the light is shining directly onto. And you can see on the pedestal is essentially a chunk of ice with something in the center.
Well, I'm gonna go straight for that pedestal.
Okay.
How thick is the ice?
You're looking at probably a foot of ice into the center, but it is a very, very clear ice, where in the center you can see is the handle to a sword.
Can I use my acid breath to melt the ice?
So this thought crosses your mind, and then your mind immediately jumps back to when you tried to melt the ice with your acid breath before. It wasn't super effective, but it did melt the ice a little bit.
I don't have anything to melt the ice with, so I guess I'm going to use the ice picks to try to break the ice
Okay.
off of the sword.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Ooh. It's an 8. I don't know what to add for an ice pick. Strength?
Yeah, so add your strength.
That's
Doesn't feel like a finesse weapon, right?
big old +2, so that would be a 10.
I would say that's good enough to hit.
I hit a block of ice, guys. I've done something.
Heck yeah.
And it's
You're
mostly
welcome.
just like, do you do enough damage, right? Like, you swing it hard enough. Right, and so you get a good chunk out of it. Have you ever seen Forged in Fire? Okay. So you know when they're just beaten down on a thing,
Yeah.
right? So you're kind of doing stuff like that, where some do a lot of damage, others don't. This one did a lot of damage, but you have... it's going to take you a while to get to the center, because this is a very hard ice.
I want to look around and see if there's anything else around these corpses.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay, that's gonna be really high. That's a 25.
A 25. Okay. So you look around, and you kind of start to realize, like, there is a good chunk of a dragon's hoard here. You are just not dexterous, my friend. You always get wrapped up in this stuff.
We get wrapped up in the wires.
Mr. Finney got wrapped up in wires.
He needs some attention. So
Oh,
he's
the
over
poor
here nudging
baby.
me.
I was giving him some rubs.
I know, but he wants my attention.
Oh.
Yeah.
He wants his brother's attention. And up the puppies.
So this is, so there's a very large portion of a dragon's hoard here. You notice, but you also catch out of the corner of your eye. I'm trying to see. Oh, there we go. No. Oh, shoot. I might not have written down a specific magic item.
Well, we can
Sorry.
give you a minute to find it.
Yeah, give me just a second to find it.
Also,
So it's, I mean, like, kind of once you take a second to, assess the situation, Navara does come up behind you as you're standing at that pedestal.
I'm taking the item before anyone else gets there.
Okay.
I'm hiding that.
I will tell
no
you.
one will know that I have that.
So Navara, you're up with him now. As you come up the stairs, you're kind of out of breath and panting.
And when you see him, he is just body language is defeated.
Hey,
Straight up, he is not looking anyone in the
good
eye,
boy.
staring down, and is just silent. Like everything you know about Nazintor with the cocky attitude and like who he puts
Pretends
the
to be.
persona on, he's completely like all of that is gone right now. He's just 100% vulnerable.
Tree fella's in the room now too.
So is Naya.
Everyone,
Yeah,
everyone's in
we'd
there.
all be.
And,
we're probably.
Yeah.
Within the
maybe 2
newly
minutes
white
behind.
eyes, you can see flames.
I'm not looking you in the eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've straight up
I-
stared at the
Well, the
floor
others can
entire
see
time.
flames in my newly white eyes.
I push everyone out of the way, and I just run up and hug you.
I'll let you hug me, but like I'm saying right now, no words.
Tree fella doesn't say anything either.
Just straight up, I'm not moving at all.
That's okay. Tree fella doesn't say anything either.
I'm gonna come stand next to Naya to make sure that she doesn't act rashly.
I do start to gear up my breath a little bit.
I'm gonna.
Not my breath weapon. Just like I'm getting ready to yell.
And I'll just put my hand on your arm or on your shoulder, just to hold on.
You know, I had an idea that I thought would work out a lot better than it did.
Or is that Nazintor talking to Tree fella?
Yeah. And honestly, yeah. Pretty stupid ass decision. Didn't mean to abandon you guys.
I'm gonna look at you, and I'm gonna.
And I give you this look that's like, that's not why I'm angry.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be like, don't say anything. I know you want to, but don't say anything. Cause I know why you're mad. But he's also having a moment.
So Jeremy, you said there was piles down on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually gonna grab Naya and I'm like, come here, I need your help looking at something. And I'm gonna walk you back down to the second floor to go help look through stuff.
Fine. You know, Nazintor, I had a lot of plans too that didn't go the way I expected. But I trust you. Even if it went completely south or whatever. I trust you. It's okay.
Straight up abandoned my friends. Again.
Yet here you are.
Well, the first time you guys weren't friends, so I didn't mind doing it then.
If you had truly abandoned us, you wouldn't have come back.
No, if Corin didn't drag me back here, I would have gotten what was coming for me. I'm not talking about you guys when I say I abandoned my friends once before. You know about the mark.
I do.
What I haven't told you guys is that... Oh, actually I may have. I can't remember.
You told me.
But I abandoned someone. Because I was scared. I didn't want to make her follow me. I didn't want her around. Because she was still a member of the Thieves Guild. And I didn't want to get her caught up in my trouble, in my issues. So I abandoned her. I told myself I would never do that again. And yet here I am in this fight, having just... You guys could have all died and I honestly wouldn't have known. I barely saw shit the entire time I was trying to see if there was some way to get these dragons to stop attacking us. Something that would make them stop. I thought maybe they'd have a nest or something like that, where they were taking care of younger dragons. And I completely fucked up. I 100% just left you guys there, and I don't have anything to say.
So while this is going on, I've been sitting next to the pedestal, and I stand up, and I walk over, and I make you make eye contact with me. And I'm like, whether you left us or not, you found the hilt. That's why we came. We all would have died. And everyone will die if we don't get it out of that ice. Whether we died or not, you found what we were looking for. And we're still here. And we're gonna walk out of here together. But we gotta get it out of this ice first.
Well, it does take to ice pick damage, and I'm just gonna hand you an ice pick.
Perfect.
I still have some torches. We can start melting it.
I was gonna try to use acid, but I don't think that's gonna work as well.
Yeah, it didn't really work very well last night.
Do you think that scroll I gave you would do enough to melt the ice?
That's probably a fair point, actually.
It might.
It would help at least. I feel like it'd be better than using torches. And then we can use the torches for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Do you have the stats on that? I don't have any of the stats on that.
I'm pretty sure it's just firebolt, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's just firebolt.
Okay.
I
So
don't
it's
remember what the
D10.
D10.
That's a D10 of fire damage. You do a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Do you have any fire cantrips or anything?
She has fireball.
Honestly, that would work.
That would do it.
That would
I
work.
mean, that would do it, but we would all have to move.
Yeah.
I would ask that if you're gonna fireball, don't hit Burks. You can fireball me all you want.
You said you
But don't hit
had.
Burks.
You still have your candle, don't you?
I have a few torches, I think.
So I
You
have.
Sacred Flame.
I've got thaumaturgy,
Thaumaturgy.
I got 9
whatever it's
torches and
called.
10 candles.
and so I can
I'm
use.
packed.
So I mean, like, really, giving
I have
yourselves
a
a couple.
single candle that is halfway, like, dying on me. And I'm just looking at you going, wow. Maybe I should stock up on more candles.
So giving yourself a couple of hours, you could definitely get it out, right? And looking around the room, there are piles of dragon horde everywhere. The two of you that went downstairs, you're looking around, and there is more of this dragon horde. There are platinum pieces and silver pieces and gems, all encased within
Ice.
Within ice. On the floors, you realize that that's sparkling because you've been a little preoccupied. Is like diamonds and such that have just been strewn all over the floor and then covered with this sheet of ice, and it would take you many hours to get this stuff out, but it is there.
All right. I might.
And I would like to point out that Nizentor literally has not noticed any of this.
Naya,
Well,
may I borrow your strength?
Sure. I
So
do
those-
need to hit another thing right now.
See those sparkly things on the ground?
Yeah?
I want them.
Alright.
hey,
And
Nizentor.
Her and I are just gonna. I'm gonna pull up my battle axe, my +1 battle
I
axe.
also have a great axe.
You also have the long sword of fire.
I do have that. I'm gonna use that instead.
I was
So,
gonna say, please
I'm just-
use the longsword of fire.
I'm
But
just
I'm
gonna
not
start.
here right now, so I can't say that.
I'm just gonna start swinging and
Nizentor?
hacking at this ice to take chunks at one of the piles. I want to get as much to fill my pockets with as
Just
much
gonna
platinum
like
as possible.
stab the floor a bunch with the fire and watch it slowly melt as I'm. Yeah.
So it'll take you roughly half an hour to get one like. What are you going for?
Just one of the
specifically?
piles, just to get it kind of
Okay, so
cracked
you're going
open
for
so
a
I
pile.
can try
We're
We're
it.
than the
taking at
floor.
least 2 hours.
No,
to
a
get this thing,
single
so-
diamond. I'm kidding.
No, yeah, I want to crack a pile open. I want to try to fill my pockets with as much platinum as
I'll
possible.
do the same.
A single diamond the size of Naya, though. Let's make
There you
it
go.
that.
That I'm pretty big.
That'll fit my pocket.
I'm 6.5 feet tall. So let's go.
That would be
That will not
a
fit
very
into the bag
fun,
of holding.
Very.
Dang it.
Ah,
That won't fit into the bag of holding.
if we do it point first, do you think we
Then-
could
then
eventually
you-
shove it in there?
You'll probably get about
that
I
much
have seen
diamond.
a show where they managed to fit a cow inside of a bag of holding. That is all I'm going to point
Grog
out.
does like to shove bodies into their
We
bag of
could
holding.
always break up the diamond a little bit.
Right.
You can't.
It's diamond.
Never
I
It's
could
a
mind.
just
diamond.
break diamond. I mean, I would assume that enchanted weapons and stuff.
Okay,
have
it's
similar
not actually that
effect
big,
as
though.
Oh,
like
yeah.
diamond.
That was just me joking around.
Okay, it's not actually that big.
So it would take you. So in order to get like this entire mound of like platinum and silver and whatnot, right after you spend about half an hour, you've gotten yourself like a handful of coins. It would take you probably like a full day of working at this.
So it's not like a pile that's just been frosted over.
No,
just
it's like
just
this
layers
giant.
of-
Yeah, it's this giant thing of ice with it kind of intermittently dispersed about. Makes it really very beautiful. And that's what the dragons go for, is that they are
It's the shiny part.
they love, they are very vain in that sense.
Shiny.
And they love things that have the same type of shine and sheen as ice in sun, right? And in that sense, so they tend to go towards things that have that same
They're like the
look to
giant
it.
crab in Moana.
exactly.
Shiny.
You right now, but you
Only-
should definitely go for magic weapons and items.
Oh, I guess that's
Well-
fair. Can I look around and see if I find any magic, any items or magic, anything
We're
that
gonna
seems
spend a day
worth
digging stuff out. I'd
besides
rather it be
just-
the magical stuff.
Trivel's gonna
Um,
look at you and his Zentor and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go defrost my dad. Do you want to come with me?"
So okay, what was that one more time?
I'm looking
I think
for
I'll stay up
anything
here and make sure this
magic
sword piece gets
items,
defrosted.
looking like swords,
Got it. And
equipment,
I'm gonna go
anything
towards the first
super
floor.
ornate, like bigger ticket
Um,
items.
Okay.
Okay, wait, there are several conversations happening at once.
So you know
Yeah,
that
sorry.
Lost.
Gems definitely hold the most value per piece, right? Value per pound,
Well,
if
yeah,
you will.
I was going for gems.
So it would take you about half an hour to an hour to get one gem out of the floor.
Oh.
But you could, but
You
I
also,
mean,
but she does have the sort of the flame sword, so
yeah, which is where it would take half an hour to an hour. This is very, very hard,
thick ice.
thick ice.
Can I use fireball?
yeah.
You could certainly try.
Fireball on Sacred Shrine first, though, please.
Well, at that
Well, I would want to like take the like shrine piece out of the shrine.
I'd say we probably at some point should figure out we should probably take Naya back upstairs with the flaming sword and use the flaming sword to carve out the other sword hilt, so we don't damage it, and then we can fireball the other stuff. Well, it'll just send coins flying places. We can just pick it back up
That
off
works.
the floor.
Because I'd like to also get everybody out.
And I might be
before
able
I
to help
fireball.
your
I am
father get
far
out too.
away from Naya
Alright.
as we're having this conversation.
Yeah, it's fine. I figure
Fire
you
the
guys
BTWs.
probably.
I
either-
do give you death glares.
I'm not matching your eyes at all.
Yeah, you don't even know that my eyes are white now,
No,
dude.
I straight up have ignored you more than anyone
You
else here.
refuse to look
Gee,
at her at all.
I wonder why.
Cool.
Because I can feel the immense radiation of violence coming from our barbarian friend from here. And I'm 20 feet away from you right now. And I can feel the heat radiating off your scales.
Do you know why?
I mean, I don't blame you. Yeah, I
It's not.
kind of
It's
screwed
not.
up.
It's not because you abandoned us. That is not. Like,
Then I'm gonna tell you right now, I have no idea why you're pissed off.
it's not that you abandoned us. It's that you just left and put yourself in more danger.
I'll like stop mid-step and be like, oh, and turn and like walk back out of that interaction.
Yeah, even though you're 20 feet away from me, I'm just like full blown yelling at you. Like,
I will look up at you. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
why?
After what I just did, abandoning you guys, the least I could do is be the first one to take the next fall.
Absolutely not. You are the only person in this entire world that knows everything about me, and if something happened to you, I would not be able to live with myself. Point blank. You do not do that again. Or else I will be the one to kill you. Got it?
I think we all need a snack. I go to Treefo. I'm like, do you have any more
I
rations?
contact you have right now. This is fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, all the nice fish ones got burned downstairs, but
That's okay. Just something small.
here you go. It's like jerky.
I like.
And for the first time ever, I ignore you. I'm like, I'm too mad to
See,
eat.
But I don't go to you. I go to him.
Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna grab you. I'm like, all right.
Yep.
And now
I'm still
no,
melting
let's-
the pedestal thing.
Well, yeah.
We are both just staring at each other right now.
Full
I'm
on.
not moving.
I got an intimidation factor in this. I'm not moving either. You already know how scary I am. You now see my white eyes. Apparently, it's a sign that I'm a dragon slayer.
Yeah,
So
you deserve it.
thank you. But did the dog scare you?
Finn just licked my hand, and I was not expecting that. I was just like, oh, my hand is wet.
No, it was just funny because you jumped right next to me. I'm like, whoa.
Oh gosh.
Alright, then.
But yeah, you deserve it too.
No, I
Yes,
don't.
you do.
All my
I have
input
my
is
mark. I'm not getting any more.
all I have to throw in there. First off, what you did was awesome. Freaking stabbing it in the eye, awesome. Also, I just need you to appreciate you just rode a dragon today. How many people have wrangled a dragon?
Exactly my point.
Okay, anyways, carrying on.
If anyone should be if anyone should be blamed here, it's me. I died after like 3 seconds, and I was down the whole battle.
Welcome to my life.
So at this point, about how far have we gotten on carving away and melting out the
And once again,
the
for
sword.
the first time that you have ever seen him, he is not paying a single mind to any of this loot. He has, however, in his pocket, or whatever he pulled out of the frickin' dragons, is now handling that just kind of in his pockets. I don't know what it is. I don't know how big it is.
Didn't I text you? I texted it to you.
I haven't looked at my phone since because we were having a moment.
So how far about are we on this hilt getting it out of the ice? Because the whole time they've been having this conversation, she's been like carving away at it.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
also,
gonna-
after this conversation, we'll say Treefolk goes downstairs to start defrosting.
So
his father.
so it'll take
Yeah,
probably
yeah, I'm gonna
45
come
minutes
with
to
you.
get out.
Okay.
Okay.
So once we get it a good ways out, I'm just gonna start yanking on it and
Okay.
trying to pull on it to try and pull it out.
A little bit quicker.
And
Yeah.
I actually finally break eye contact. And I'm like, I'm gonna go help our friend. And I walk downstairs and help you with your dad.
Am I alone?
Where are you at?
These
I'm
two are
probably with him still.
Okay,
So
so
these two
so
are
Navarra's
with
about
you.
the. Well, I guess that.
So you're standing next to each other, and then I'm up on the pedestal, not paying any mind, just like trying to fight the sword out.
I assume you probably have the fire sword,
Did you leave me with the fire?
No, I took it.
because it's gonna take you 45 minutes to get
Oh.
to get that.
Okay,
hilt
then
out.
I'll just keep chopping at it with my
Okay.
my battle axe.
Would
Oh,
you
I thought
mind
I got
going
it
to help
enough, but
Harvey?
okay.
It depends
I could
if you
use
want.
it.
Like, do you want to skip to the 45 minutes? Because that's totally fine.
I
But
thought, I don't know,
with his
whatever.
conversation's
never a
kind
good
of
idea.
driving the time.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe I was just there for like a couple minutes and then I was like, I need a break, so I just took
Okay.
the
You
sword
trying to
with me
figure
and they
out
were like,
what I'm doing?
So I'm like, all right,
I
old-fashioned
don't need
way.
to know what you're doing to know
All
it's a
right.
bad idea.
They are having an important conversation and we're missing it.
Us over here.
Start
We're
over.
rich. We're rich.
Start over!
Start your conversation again. Dang it.
Since it's you three and then we're in the basement.
And then we're
now.
in the first floor, yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, you wouldn't know about the conversation anyways.
No, no.
Us as players
This
want to know the
is
conversation.
me as a player being like, oh man, they're talking. Shush.
Knowing you'll find out anyways. So I'll take the gold bracelet that I took from the dragons. And in front of her, straight onto my wrist.
Do I have any history of it?
It's a gold. It's some type of a gold bracelet. You don't know anything else besides that.
And through this entire time, I am now just playing with it. I'm just fidget spinner toy to the max right now with this bracelet.
That's what this is.
Hi ho, hi ho. I want to get this sword.
Well, now I'm helping carve out the floor.
We're rich. We're rich. We're rich.
Well, now I'm helping you
Are
with your
we-
dad. I'm
are we
carving
thawing-
around the floor.
Are we thawing your dad completely, or are you?
I
just-
am fine, my dad completely.
Oh, I was planning
I'm
on
going
So that
to
will take you a couple of
go
hours.
ahead up
I'm
to
okay with that.
Hargul.
Because I know it's
So
gonna
we
take
don't
longer
leave
because
him
we're not
alone.
breaking him in half. So
Yeah.
Gotcha, because I was like, are you just wanting his
I
like,
was planning-
magical weapon, or were you actually gonna
I'm
thaw
getting
him
his
out?
full corpse.
I was planning on cutting the floor out from under him, so then we can like try to find a way to move him.
And you can probably sit there with a sword and just hold it next to it and just slowly melt the
Yeah,
ice
that's
off.
essentially
That
what we're
too.
doing.
And you could
Okay,
also
let's
take a
just do that.
torch and use that to help
You
melt.
probably
Yeah,
have
that's
set
what
a
I've
couple
been doing.
torches around
Okay,
it.
so we're both. You're doing the torch thing, and I'm just doing the sword.
Bro's
thing.
basically on a
I'm
funeral
going to just
pyre at this
sit
point.
back on the ancient skeleton dragon. Just kind of sit and relax while I'm watching Hargul strike at the sword.
Jeez.
And the entire time, my hand will not stop moving that bracelet.
Wrist is gonna be red, dude.
So are you considering this a short rest?
For
Because
myself, yeah.
this requires attunement.
yeah.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, yeah, I would attune to it.
'Kay.
If I can.
You can attune up to 3
I don't
items
wanna-
at a time. Unless you're a
But
professor.
here's the thing, because I don't know for sure if it's magical or not. So, like, I don't know if it's possible to attune to it without realizing what it is. Type of a deal.
You do notice some arcanic script on it. You have
And
no
you-
idea what any of it
You
means.
could have Navarra look at it a little closer and try and decipher if she understands any of it.
I'm going to just keep it on my wrist, and I'll attune to it.
Okay.
One moment.
Okay, so you spend the next half an hour fiddling with it, attuning to it, right? And you kind of feel that bond beginning to grow. And I'm texting you.
Okay.
And then I'll give you this part and we'll talk about the rest later. Okay. So, yeah, so it's going to take you a couple of hours. I assume that you'll probably set up like a couple of torches.
Yeah, I set up
Maybe
torches.
even see if you can find broken bits of something to set a fire.
Essentially, yeah.
Just kind of in a ring around your father to help, because I mean it's so cold right now that almost as fast as you're melting the ice, it's
freezing
refreezing
again.
So you kind of need to create this heat pocket around it so that you can,
Move it to a smaller room, built essentially like it's in a furnace.
yeah. 45 minutes pass, and you are able to eventually chisel your way into the center. This is some really hard ice. These dragons really have some power and cold behind them, but you are able to retrieve the handle of the sword, and it is a very fine sword. Functional, very functional, but it is a very fine and well-made sword. Whatever its purpose was, or is,
It's dang good at it.
it required, or somebody had enough pride in it to pour. If you were to assume the rest of the sword follows this same amount of attention to detail, this thing would have cost tens of thousands of
But
gold.
it's just the hilt.
This is just
So, as
the
is the hilt
sword
is-
as a whole.
Yeah. So so this piece I've got, is it just the hilt? Does it have a little bit of blade on it?
That's what
No,
I'm trying
it
to
is
think
it is
about.
just literally the handle and the pommel.
Okay. The handle, the pommel. It doesn't even have the cross.
It doesn't even have the crossguard.
Oh wow.
Oh dang.
That's a pretty nice looking piece. I'm gonna take out the pieces that we've gathered so far. I think that's 2. I can't remember at
That
this point.
should
I'm
be
not gonna
3.
lie.
We should have
3.
3.
I have the
Okay.
third.
None of them fit together
Fair.
because you have
But do they look like they would fit to this hilt?
Like they're made out of the same material.
Like are they around the same width as what we would expect to be able to fit in a hilt?
So now,
of
so
this
now we
size?
have 4 pieces.
3.
We have 3
You should have
pieces
3.
of 9,
yeah.
and then none of them are the adjacent pieces.
Yeah. So you have
Wait,
the very
this
tip.
is piece number 3?
Mhm.
Okay.
So you have the very tip. You have a chunk of the blade, and it's just like the corner piece of a blade.
Is it still connected back here?
No.
I'm just trying to see if I can get an idea that it actually fits into the hilt. To make sure it's like the same
So
blade.
so I mean the blade pieces themselves are also a very fine metal that you can't quite place.
Okay.
You know, it has a very steel-like look to it, but it is very different at the same time. It has a brighter sheen to it.
Can I inspect the breaks on the blade and how the metal cracked or how it split?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
I'm gonna look at the grain structure.
Here, cut that up so that we can see.
That's a that is a 17.
17?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm blindly
Grabbing.
grabbing. There's a pencil. Anyway. So you have this piece.
We got this one, and
Here.
this one, and,
And you
this
have-
one,
This one.
and that one.
So
Got it.
I understand.
Okay. And wasn't it the tip, the one that I found?
I believe so, yeah. The grain structure within is immaculate. You have never seen grain structure so perfect.
The highest quality steel. Everything's
highest-
tight. There's no inclusions. It's just,
And the breaks themselves are, you wouldn't even call them breaks. You wouldn't call them cuts. It's the oddest thing. You're not exactly sure
There's-
how this split into
there's no
pieces.
reason this should have broken.
Not that you
blade.
can tell. Like I said, the grain structure is immaculate. It shouldn't have broken.
Does that?
And it doesn't look like it was cut because you can see the grain structure so perfectly.
Maybe this is literally how it was made.
So,
Like it was made in pieces and then put together. Like not even.
you know, one theory that
made
crosses
it
your
before.
mind is that it may have like magically blown apart,
Which,
which could account
judging
for
from what the sword was initially used for, what I've picked up from everybody else, I'm like, oh, is this magic sword that they used to fight demons and destroy stuff? I'm like, oh, it's probably. I'm like, this is a magical damage.
because like I said, if it was cut, you wouldn't see the grain structure, and it's too perfect to be broken.
It wouldn't crack. There's nothing to cause it to crack. There's no stress. There's no fracture points. There's no weak points in it. No inclusions.
It was just split.
So it's almost just literally that, almost like it magically just.
The
Separated.
atoms themselves
Yeah.
torn apart.
That's wild. Well, what else do we find?
Well, you're still working on your father.
Yeah.
How long do you guys want to stay here? Because you are all getting progressively more cold. You're finding your
As soon as
joints harder and harder to move.
I just want to make one
That's
last
me on a
pass.
daily basis.
I want to make one last pass for any items that seem to be. I'm like, oh, this could be a magic item or a magic weapon or something like that. I'm just gonna take a gander around, look for something. If I find something, I'm gonna try and dig it out. If not, then I'm just gonna.
Just to confirm, it is
While
colder
you're
inside the
still
castle than
doing
it is
your father,
outside.
What's that?
It's essentially colder inside the castle than it is outside.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
because of the
Drag.
aura of the dragons and their horde.
That's fair.
dragons, a lot of their power comes from their horde, and a lot of the magic of the horde comes from the dragons. It's a
They'll
symbiotic relationship.
And sometimes you'll even find that items that are weapons that aren't magical will absorb some of the dragon's essence from being in the horde.
And even some magical items will even still inquire some of that as well. So they'll essentially kind of get amped up because of the...
Got it. So we're not staying here during the storm, obviously. We're just going to have to break outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you look
While
around...
you're undoing your father, Nizventor's going to say, I'm going to go outside. I'm just going to keep watching.
Don't run off now.
I won't.
I don't,
And if one of you wants to come with me, I don't care. I'm fine with it.
I don't look at you that time.
So as you're looking around, you do find a pile of snow where it looks like the dragons had shoved their all their copper and gold pieces, and so you find 4,200 copper pieces.
4,002. That's 42 gold pieces.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna put that in gold.
Sounded like a lot. They're pennies.
But then you also find, you also find 5,000 gold pieces in that same pile of snow.
Cool.
So 5,042.
Mostly, and you notice how because it was buried into that snow pretty well. It does not have the same look as silver and copper and diamonds and such.
So they just kind of brush it
So
aside and
still keeping in the horde, but burying it so as to not
Ruin the aesthetic.
ruin the aesthetic.
Well, then I'm gonna pull all that out and pocket as much of that as I can.
You do find 2 staffs that are kind of leaned up against a corner, and then a thin layer of ice has kind of grown over top of them. Did you just air quotes into the mic? It looks like he came over to the mic.
No, I was thinking here. That would have been funny. As if the finger air quotes make noise.
Exactly the sound I was expecting.
So, I mean, you figure it'd probably take you 20-30 minutes to get the 2 staffs out.
Then I'll take those, and then I'll probably be happy on my way unless something else pokes out. But otherwise, I'll just kind of take those.
Yeah.
and
So
make
you
my
were
way down.
Naya, you did want to get a diamond, right?
Sure.
Okay. So I mean, you spend the 45 minutes to an hour to get the diamond out, and it's a relatively good sized diamond.
Okay.
It is I mean, being a gem dragon, I think that you would naturally have kind of an inclination as to what gems might be worth.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a pretty good idea that it would probably fetch about 3,000 gold to the right buyer.
That's not bad. That's a good diamond.
3,000?
3,000 gold.
That's good in case we need to do any resurrections or stuff. That's it.
I have 2 charges of Revivify still, so.
So 3,000 gold.
Oh, and your handful of platinum pieces, you had about 15 platinum.
Okay.
That you were able to get out.
Okay, I put 3,000 gold / 1 diamond. There.
And then 2 unknown staves.
So all of you, because of the cold that you are all experiencing, you all now have disadvantage on strength and dex checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, I'm like, all right, we probably should get going. We've got the hilt. We've got what we came for.
Does that include me if I wandered away from the castle far enough to try to get
You would probably have to get a couple hundred feet away from the castle, but you do notice that it starts to warm up.
Yeah.
Walking
That's what
away from the
that's
castle.
my plan, is I'm trying to get out of the...
It's still like negative 20 outside, but it is.
That's-
You just notice, and there's a wind chill too. But you're like, man, it's a bit warmer over here.
Yeah.
At that point,
If you just walk back to our snow dens, that's probably the safest place to be.
Have we gotten Truefell's father at least loose enough we can kind of
We can
pick him up and take him as a statue?
Yeah, if you mostly focused on like his feet and whatnot,
Yeah.
you would be able to kind of break him loose from
Yeah.
from
They
the
say
floor
we
as
like
well.
focus on the feet and the axe.
I can hold the
his.
So you
corpse.
probably release the feet and the axe about the same time.
All right.
So, do you want the stats for your father's axe?
Sure.
Take it.
It's just a
I
normal
grab
axe.
it and look.
It's
look
not
around it.
actually
So-
special anymore.
So this is called the Frostbite Axe. The steel great axe shines with a silvery blue light. It has a +1 bonus to attack and damage. It rolls and deals an additional 1d8 cold damage and sheds. And when given the command word, it sheds dim light for 10 feet. A dim blue light for 10 feet.
That's cool.
So it's a +1 great axe.
With frost damage. A d8 of frost damage.
And the Zentor's totally not planning on stealing that at some point.
So it's a +1 great axe, D8 frost damage when it hits, and it can emit light for 10 feet.
I don't know if Nizindra can wield that. That's a...
On just whenever.
I can
Does it have a
on
limit?
beef.
Say again?
Does it have a limit to its 10 feet of light? Like, can only do it like once a day? How would that work?
It just says when you speak the command word,
Specialization,
so
use
you
any
can
magical
choose
item.
to speak the command word again and turn it off.
Got it. Okay.
But there's not necessarily.
I assume it's like blue light. It's not gonna be like
Yeah.
torch light.
It also has one of these things. My dad never responded to me when I was creating this weapon. So choose one of these things because my dad didn't, and I love them both. So I'm texting it to you.
Okay.
So
The
it's
second one.
so I'll let you choose because it's your father's weapon.
What embodies him?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nia's over there peeking. That's a pretty axe. You got your new.
I'll take the
flaming
first one.
longsword.
I'll do the first one.
There's a lot of secrets
What
being passed
is
between
it?
players and the DM tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Upon picking it up, do I feel warmer?
You do, yeah. You feel. I mean, and it's slight. I mean, you still have the disadvantage.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
But like, I can tell.
Yeah, but you do feel a slight bit warmer. So, that's it's called a draconic quirk.
Got it.
Something that items can get when they spend at least a year in a dragon's horde.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
It's
pretty sick.
spent 2 years.
Anyway,
So,
well, I think Treefil just looks at the axe and just silently puts it away and starts walking out of the castle.
Are we taking your dad?
Yeah, I'm holding him.
Okay.
Like the village will want him.
I
Yeah.
think you and I will both.
Yeah.
Each take a side and we'll walk him out.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's closer to my size. I can grab him if that's easier.
Well, no, it's like I hold the feet, he holds the head, and we're just
And, we'll just
And he's still
walk
frozen enough to where it's like his body isn't decaying or anything, right?
oh yeah.
or opposite because I'm probably taller than you.
Because Treefil
Either way.
definitely prepared this spell just in case.
What is that one?
Gentle
Oh,
repose.
right. I think I know what this one is.
Makes it so a corpse does not decay for 10 days if you cast it on it.
Yeah. No, and he would freeze.
Yeah.
I'm
Again.
gonna say he's a very frozen corpse right
He's-
now.
he's good.
preserved for a while.
He don't even smell that bad.
He don't even smell.
All right. So you all head off away from the castle, and you all feel that same sensation of becoming just a little bit warmer, even though that it's windy, and you can see that storm approaching. You do feel warmer, and you're all looking forward to a good night's rest. You come back to your previous encampment just as dawn, or just as sunset is coming.
the last little bit before, as we start making camp, I'm gonna let them do that. Can I search out, as my favorite trade, can I go find some, catch some critters and stuff, so we can have more fresh?
Are you gonna go to a frozen lake and do some ice fishing?
Oh
I'm
gosh.
Show
looking
the
for,
lake
like,
who's boss.
Snow rabbits, snow hares, or stuff like that. So that's what
When
I'm.
you're fishing, go fishing for the mountain. Go fishing for the
Yeah, so you're able to go and find a couple of you're able to find a couple of rabbits, and you're able to find enough for a good meal for everybody, and you are all very grateful for the warm fire and the fresh food after the day that you've had.
Gosh.
And then once I finish my food, I'm just gonna kind of wander over, roll my bed mat out, make sure I'm all cozy in my cave, and I'm gonna face down into the pillow and nap.
Yeah, after that battle, I never
I'll
healed at all,
stay
basically. So
at
yeah,
watch
same.
the entire night, so everyone else can rest.
Okay.
I don't have any points of exhaustion either, so I'm. But I am not facing you, even a little bit.
Feeling is mutual.
Yeah, we're like.
We're literally
Back to back.
opposite sides of the
Opposite sides back turned to each other.
back turn, for sure.
I'm still too pissed.
I figure if you wake up to take watch, you'll like walk in, he'll see you get up and immediately just
Turn your head away and
Pretty much.
do you stay up the whole night with Nizintor or? Okay.
No, I just.
So you stay up for a while.
I stay up for a while.
Each of you brooding in your own respective way. Eventually, Naya goes.
Brooding.
Pretty much
Eventually,
what
Naya
it is.
goes and takes her rest, and Nizintor, you are left alone with your thoughts for the rest of the night, and the rest of you
I would
get.
say I would get up actually to take my part of the watch.
You have 2 exhaustion hits.
Yes, and
you're gonna sleep.
okay, I guess that's fair. Do I have to?
Literally
Can I roll
got
to see if I
attacked by
wake
a
up?
chain demon,
Can I roll to see if I
That's
wake
up
up
to
anyway?
you.
backslapped it, and then went back to bed. There is no way you're getting up
Like,
again for watch
all
right
all
now.
of the other.
Can I
Like-
roll to see if I could take watch?
Everyone besides me and Nizintor don't have points of exhaustion.
I also
do
don't
have
have-
points of exhaustion.
I don't have point of exhaustion, so I'll take the third watch
Okay.
Okay.
and put you all back to bed.
Pe-
You're
people
staying,
who-
and if I get up and if I see Burks is trying to get up to take watch, no, I'll like you're going back.
Shove
to
me
back
back
to
down.
sleep.
I'll be like, no, Chainbreaker, you rest.
What's up with you and the extra
Yeah, yeah.
nicknames?
I don't
Didn't
know.
you call me Dragon Slayer too?
Dragon.
You're Dragon's Bane.
Dragonbane. That's what it was.
You just slew two dragons by yourself, pretty much.
I didn't though.
You took out both of them.
So you all take
You got
your
the 2 marks.
I did the final blow on both of them.
respective
That's it.
sleeps. And Nizintor, you stay up the whole night and take 1 point of exhaustion. And that's where we'll leave it. Pick up there next time.